So while we were away, I got in touch with my inner self. And that's the last time I buy one-ply toilet paper at the dollar store. Carol,
Cheeky little finger.
Little finger. Woohoo! Carol told me to stop acting like a flamingo, and I had to put my foot down, really, you know.
What, were you just floating?
What? I'm not one-legged. Jesus. While I was off, I went to see one of those cabaret acts, and they had a hypnotist on, and I really felt sorry for the guy. He got he got 7 blokes up there, hypnotized them. Yeah, he got 7 blokes up on the stage from the audience, hypnotized them
up on stage. Right, sorry.
Yeah. Dropped his mic on his foot and yelled, "Fuck me! What happened next will haunt me for the rest of my life." Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to the Black Dog 268. Finally, I'm Lee.
I'm Mr. Bombastic.
I'm not Darren.
And I'm confused now. I'm defragging.
Defragging, yeah. What on earth is that?
That's Elton defragging, isn't it?
Is that the Elton defragging?
That's a fucking motorbike that's just gone by my window. And no, I'm not closing them. So fuck
No,
off.
I wasn't asking you to close them. I was just wondering if you had terminal wind. It was just like it sounded like.
Have you got the Johnny Briggs player out there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he lives in the wild round here. The Johnny Briggs trombone player.
He just jumps out of the bush.
Yeah. We've had David Attenborough around here, and everybody just trying to track him down. Bill Oddie with fucking Garden Watch or whatever the fuck that show's called.
Big old net on an end of a stick.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah, cool. Well, anyway, so yes, this week we will be catching up on how everyone's, well, was it 3 weeks now, has been nearly a month. We'll see how that's been, and then we will move on to this week's movie, which was my choice, which I can barely remember. But we watched Colossus: The Forbin Project from 1971, I think it is, or 1972, something like that.
Yep.
Let's see if AI horror stories hold up, and we might find out they do. But before we get to that, let's find out how everyone's. Let's just call it gap year was.
Gap year.
Let's find out how everyone's gap year was, and we'll start with you, Jim. How's it been, sir?
It's been a bit of a rough ride, I'll be honest.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I have something lighter to talk about to follow it up, but
okay.
But basically, the other week I was sat at home and I got a message from one of my oldest friends' girlfriends saying, "Oh, he's not feeling too well. We've gone to A&E," which is kind of a bit out of the blue.
Yeah.
So I messaged back, said, "Okay, what's happening?" Didn't hear a thing. So the next day, I messaged her and I messaged him. They're both dyslexic, so they're not like terminally online like I am. And I'm quite used to sometimes when I try to get hold of him on the phone, it might take a couple of days before he pick up his phone and think to answer it. But yeah, so got nothing from these other texts. I'm thinking, I hope he's all right. And he could be indigestion. He's a mad bastard. I don't know.
Yeah.
But not unusual not to get an instant reply is the takeaway there.
Yeah.
But the day after that, I get a message from his sister on Facebook, and I get the full story. Now he couldn't just say I have like heart conditions or cancer like me and the rest of our friends. Oh no, he contracted a flesh-eating virus.
What?
Oh.
What?
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
It's very, very rare. But it doesn't, from what I've tried to glean about it, because believe me, if you read up this particular virus called necrotizing fascisti, it is the fucking stuff of nightmares.
Yeah.
It will kill you stone dead in hours, literally. It doesn't actually eat your flesh; it just kills it and turns it black and rots it. And it'll work its way through your system and bang, hit your major organs in a matter of hours. So he did very well not to do the bloke thing. I don't feel terribly well. Oh, it'll probably be all right.
Take a couple of paracetamol,
Yeah.
Walk it off, yeah.
But yeah.
Why is it getting taller everywhere?
Yeah. But seriously, if you get a mystery bruise and you're feeling a bit dodgy, get that shit checked out. Because you have literally hours before this thing will kill you fucking stone dead.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
But yeah, so he's diabetic, and it's apparently for anyone with like compromised immune systems, you're more prone to it. I get the impression it's always sort of floating around, but for most people, the immune system just batter it.
Yeah.
But if you're apparently diabetics are quite prone to it for some reasons. But yeah, so basically, he'd been in surgery for 2 days, them cutting out the infected tissue. He's still laid up in hospital, will be for weeks. Might have to have more surgery. Hopefully not. Hopefully the infection markers are coming down, apparently. But yeah. But it was quite kind of like, that is quite the message to receive, let me tell you. And I was like, Christ almighty. Which means you've got a flesh-eating virus. Nice. And I looked it up, it's like even worse. I mean, fingers crossed, the infection markers are down. His diabetes is stabilizing. He's fucking out his head on painkillers all the time and will be for quite some time. But yeah, Jesus. That was quite the shocker.
Wow. Yes.
Not what I expect.
Not what you were expecting, no. Bloody hellfire.
No, but seriously, if you get like an odd like bruise or a rash and you've got a bit of a headache, feel a bit feverish, get that shit checked out because that's how it manifests. That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Like a mystery bruise.
Yeah.
That goes darker and darker purple and you start feeling a bit iffy.
Oh, great.
I'd say if you look at it, it's actually the stuff of nightmares. It fucking is terrifying. Because it'd be something so easy to ignore. Because, you get to a certain age and you're not so as limber as you used to be, and you walk into things and you get the odd bruise here and there. And how did I do that? Oh, I walked in that door, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, public health announcement. You can watch out for that shit. If you've got a strange bruise, you don't feel well, fucking get to A&E.
Yes.
You might not have long. Literally, it's terrifying.
Oh Christ!
But fingers crossed, he's gonna be okay. I mean, I'm hoping I'll get across to see him.
Yeah.
When he's in a bit better shape to receive visitors. And hopefully not have any more flesh cut out.
No.
Fingers crossed. But
good Lord.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Oh,
Well,
very, very nasty.
Well, yeah. Wow. Well, there you go. Well, welcome to the start of this comedy podcast. Wow, thanks for that, Jim.
I was thinking, should I mention that? I was like, actually, no. People should be aware of this shit because I had no idea about this. But it's rare, but it doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
No, that's fair.
Particularly if you got anything kind of like low immune system or you're diabetic.
Yeah,
you be familiar with what you're looking out for. That's what I'll say.
Yeah,
but,
always better to know, isn't it?
Well, definitely better to know. Fucking hell. I say you don't get along with it. I mean, it will. If it's not treated, there's an 80% chance it will kill you in hours.
Great.
I mean, literally bad shit. Thankfully, fairly rare. But fucking hell.
Right.
Yeah, so it's been quite kind of like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I think I've had enough of this year now. I think I might just go and sleep in a box for the next 6 months and wait the rest of us out. Wait till it all blows over.
Yeah, just hermetically seal yourself in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm only allowed to eat toast for the next 6 months because it's the only thing I can slide under the door. Right.
Fucking crazy stuff.
Yeah. So how about the rest of your gap year?
Well, other than that, things were going quite well. I was enjoying the summer heat waves, and we've got like two very powerful little desktop fans, which are doing a great job keeping the house cool.
Yep.
And will last all night on the inbuilt charge they've got, charging by USB
nice.
Powered. Fantastic. They're good. And so actually, this is all right, this summer business. I can handle this. just going to start decorating my kitchen, which has turned into a huge project. Then all this other shit starts blowing up to stop me doing it.
Yeah.
But it's, do a bit every day, I'll get there.
Yeah.
But other than that, I've kind of, maybe unconnectedly, but I've reached a kind of, what, fuck it, I'm spending some money kind of mood.
Nice.
And even though I have numerous devices, I could have actually just put RetroArch on and done the same thing. I had to buy myself a small handheld retro game machine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, like I do not have enough electronic devices and screens in my life, but this was kind of, let me get this right. It's an R36S Max 2, which is, it's got a 4.5-inch screen, 4:3 old school tele ratio.
Of course.
It's runs on Linux emulation station, which is built on top of RetroArch, and it comes with most of gaming history up to PlayStation 1 loaded on it.
Nice.
I've
and
had
the
a
option
go
to
of
add
one
your
of these. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, my brother's got one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking at one now. How much you say, sir?
I got mine.
£37.99?
I got mine. So it's 41 quid on AliExpress.
No,
got delivered in 5 days. But yeah, so it's got a dual thumbsticks, which are magnetic, and so will never get drift, and they work really well. You got your typical kind of standard game controller, sort of triangle of buttons, D-pad. Start, select, and a function button, and 2 triggers on the back as well.
I'm looking at them now.
Yeah, it comes preloaded with everything. I mean, it's got virtually all the Atari games ever published, nearly everything they ever did for NES and Mega Drive, and tons more stuff on it.
Okay.
But also, being a bit familiar with RetroArch, I've quite a good fun just farting around, putting on a load of Spectrum and Commodore games and doing the button mappings for them. And it's kind of, yes, manic miner with save states. I will beat you at last after all these fucking years.
You're speaking my language, and not saying anything too overt, but just because Carol's sitting over there. I mean, it is my birthday not too long ago.
Very soon, isn't
it?
An
R36 Max retro handheld game console with 18,000 classic games, multiple emulators, multiple gaming system would be really cool.
Yeah. Get the Max 2, how much? That's a 4:3 screen.
Well, according to the 4:3 screen with the Max 2 would be really good.
Yeah. What's the price, Lee? Would you like to say that out loud as well?
The price is around about 40 odd quid, depending on where you look, unless you want a sort of special edition.
That's amazing! So cheap and so fast. It's amazing how quickly those kids in those sweatshops work, isn't it? It's fantastic.
It is. Yes.
It comes with its own little hard carry case as well, which I thought was a very nice bonus.
It comes with its own carry case as well, Carol. Sorry, I don't know. Sorry. Go on, carry on, Jim.
Yeah.
I'll just put you on speaker.
It's been the best 41 quid I've spent in a while, I must say. It's
the best 41 quid, you say?
The best 41 quid you've ever spent.
£41 of your Earth pounds? What?
That's the one. Yep. So it's an awful lot of fun. It works really fucking well. It's kind of.
I'll let you know in about 2 weeks' time.
I mean, there's a certain area there. We both have thousands of pounds worth of computers and consoles, which that can glue to a small device playing fucking Jet Set fucking Willy.
Yeah,
or Berserk on the Atari too.
Exactly, adventure. Adventure in its all in its 180 by 160 glory. It's just
400 core i9 processor. What do we put on there? Scrabble. Excellent.
14 hertz, you say? Fast as a fuck that is.
I might have just dropped the link in the chat for the one I bought.
Don't worry, Jim. It'll accidentally appear on the Facebook group soon enough.
You've dropped the link in the chat. You say, Jim. Oh, look, I've just tripped over it. Right, that's a dandy-looking piece of kit.
Yes. It is very handy. It's very cool. It's got lots of little features. It's got Wi-Fi built in as well, and you all just scratching the surface of what it's capable with. It's kind of, I can see why this particular model of little handheld thing is ruling the roost in various different flavors.
Yeah,
because it just does the job. It's very portable. Comes with its own carry case. I mean, that's amazing. Normally they're charging an extra 20 quid for a little hard clamshell zip-up case to store it in.
What's this you can get with it as well? A roof garden? Jesus Christ, it comes with everything. And you can have sex with it? What?
Well, there you go. I'll get two. Well,
depending on your size, there is 2 slots for cards. But
cards, eh? Is that what they're calling them these days?
Is it machine washable?
Is it wipe clean, sir? Oh, suits you.
I just come with free screen protector as well. Another bonus.
Yes,
you got the full kit.
Nice, awesome. Oh well, there you go. That's that's very useful to know, Jim.
It is. I thought you'd all like that.
Yeah. I could possibly comment. Anyway. I'm sure August the 7th will be a massive surprise.
I'm not clicking on the advert there and playing the video. You're doing that. Yes.
Anyway.
My word.
Anything else?
No, my work here is done now, I think.
And fabulous work it is too. Absolutely fabulous work. Blimey, there's a safe and secure returns policy too. Wow, this has everything. Anyway, right, moving on. Elton, how about you, sir? How's your gap year been?
It's been all right, watching, slowly melting at work and watching the World Cup and all the feelings that go along with these things. But I do have 2 things.
Oh, right. Go for it.
So I went to, I live in a place where there is a castle at the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds so fucking posh. It ain't.
It does.
But it is. But it ain't. But it is.
Yeah.
And they sometimes have like open days.
Mm-hmm.
And this... there was an open day recently, and they had one for some sort of charity, and so we went along. And 2 things to come from this, and these are my 2 things for this week.
Okay.
First off, at the top of the castle, they at the bottom of the castle they had signs saying, "Oh, retro floor." I thought, okay. And they said about computer games and wizardry and all that sort of stuff, just going along the lines of the classic games still.
Mm-hmm.
And I, all of my senses start tingling like, oh, okay, I'll have to have a little visit of that. And so I climbed the spiral staircase all the way up to the very top. Mm-hmm. And what I see, what I'm thinking in my head of this room is going to be packed full of tables and chairs and people playing video games and joysticks and whizzy bang noises all over the place and CRT screens everywhere. Oh no, bitterly disappointed. What I saw in front of me were 6 screens, 6 HD TV screens with I think the oldest one was an Atari 2600 with the joystick.
Yeah.
You also had a Mega Drive and a SNES plugged in.
Yeah.
A PlayStation and an Xbox and a Wii.
Wow.
And that was the retro gaming center.
That was it.
That was it. And I'm like, I've got 90% of this at home already.
Yeah. Maybe you should charge admission.
Jesus Christ! They only go back as far as a Nintendo Wii.
Well, yeah, that was the most current thing. And I was hoping for like Spectrums or Amigas or something tactile where you put the disc in and you hear it chunking along and you're like, oh, it reminds me of stuff. No, it's just like click, let the disc spin and the PlayStation sound, and kids sat in front of the SNES playing was it Mario Kart, I think it is, and they look really fucking bored to the point where they go around like 2 circuits and they put it down, let another kid jump on it, go, what do you do? What are you going to use your hands? Oh, that's rubbish. And yeah, it's just fucking awful. And it just soul destroying that the Wii is now in the retro section now. It's like, no,
I know.
Not.
Yes,
I've got one plugged under my TV right now.
Retro?
It is.
You know what? That sounds like the computer gaming equivalent of when they release a fucking hip hop album and they say old school tunes, and you see the oldest one is fucking Eminem on it, and it's like, oh, so no Grandmaster Flash or anything like this. That never happened, of course.
I don't want to scare you or nothing, but the Nintendo Wii was released in November 2006.
It's 20 years old.
But sir, that was only 4 years ago.
I was still enjoying that brand new album Nevermind by the Nirvana.
I'm sure they're going to make it big. Going to blow the lid off of this.
Nirvana? Who is this Nirvana group you speak of? Who's this Kurt Cobain?
Yeah,
I have a flannel shirt with his face on.
Yes, I've heard of this place, Seattle. It's very impressive.
Apparently, he's so happy because today he found a friend.
Yes,
well done him.
Yes, he's assured me he doesn't have a gun. Anyway. So
yeah.
So you've been moving swiftly on.
Disappointed with the retro thing. So I made my excuses after looking at each screen very briefly and going, oh, okay. I could just turn that game on in 10 minutes at my house right now.
On my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So went downstairs and they had like lots of, I want to say vintage cars, lots of old cars, which I quite like looking around, the old stuff. And, you get all the chrome bumpers and you get pulled in like a magpie. You're like, ooh, wonder what's going on there.
Shady. Yeah.
Yeah, and someone's got their bonnet up and you're like looking at it going, okay, there's an air filter, there's the engine, and you've coloured all these other bits. I don't know why. Why have you done that? But okay, it looks pretty. And going around some of these cars, what I noticed, and I don't think there would be many people that go to these places listening to this right now, but just on the off chance you happen to have a classic car that you take to these events and open up for the general public to have a look at and have a little nose around. And it is really, really nice to have a look at some of the old stuff.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favour. Take your coat out the fucking front of the car and put it in the boot. Take all the rubbish that you've got in there, all the McDonald's things and all the McDonald's drinks, and take your fucking sat-nav off the window as well, yeah? Just so it looks a bit decent.
Retro.
Yeah, it's retro. That's what my Mini looked like when I first got it.
Actually, the first TomTom is actually a drum. Yes.
Just turn left.
No, it's like they beat out there.
Yeah. Oh, that was an airplane, wasn't it? When they were doing about the news reports around the world.
They showed Tonga or something.
The guy in Tonga, isn't it, with the sticks.
Turns to the other camera
with a block of wood.
Oh, So wrong, but so funny.
Oh God, we're off.
Excuse me. Does anybody here speak jive?
Yeah, I'm bad to the bone. Dick. Anyway, here we go again.
Oh, you've unlocked a memory there.
Yeah.
Doesn't he play it lower as well?
He does. To start off with, he's starting off talking, and he's on one stick, isn't he? He's on one hollow stick with a couple of sticks, and he goes.
That's the way he turns to the next camera, and he's
to the second camera.
And now in sadder news,
It's the weather report in the background.
Oh, my fucking cheeks.
We're back.
Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Ow. My back had got better. I've just pulled it again. Fuck.
Oh, God. Well.
Anyway, that was my week.
That's brilliant. I'm going to go find that clip with all the news reports, and I'm just going to have that whenever we do film news.
Yeah. And now film news.
Oh, Jesus. Right. Oh, God.
Sponsored by Kahuna Burgers.
Oh, right. Okay, Dal. It's over to you, mate. Put the pillows behind your back. Go on.
Okay, I'll try and be as brief as possible with this one.
Okay.
So, last couple of weeks, so it's fucking ant season, and boy, does my flat fucking know it.
Yeah. Okay.
Indeed. So we've had a usual ant problem, but it got even worse this year. They normally just appear in the bathroom, and we're able to kind of control them with various like bleach and ant killers and fucking and bait traps. But what happened was they found their way.
Tiny traps for individual ants.
Yeah, little tiny traps for individual, like these little bear traps. Like,
just release them into the wild.
I 3D printed them, especially.
A tiny little bit of sugar in the end.
You got these ants now walking around, sort of like trying to with fucking bear traps on their legs, with little chains attached to sort of like weighted objects. But no, what happened was they decided, because I think they finally got the fucking message, right? I took the mafia approach, and what I did was all the ones that fucking got offed by the poison, I just left the bodies there, right? And I thought, let's see if they finally get the fucking message, and they did. They got the message, and they disappeared from the bathroom. Right,
that's what you think. Have you seen a film called Phase 4?
No, this is what no, Jim, trust me on this. This was yes. Phase 4. This is my little version of that. So there's us thinking, fucking hell. They've seen the little ant heads on sticks, and they're like, fuck, no, let's not do this anymore. This is obviously folly to go here, right? So I mean, the place where they're coming out of now, I've put down so much poison. It's like New Earth from fucking Road Trooper in there now. They can't survive. They don't come out of there unscathed without wearing a proper suit, or unless they're genetic infantry ants or something. I've not seen the little blue ones yet, so I think we're cool. But no, they came through to the living room, because we've got the kitchen, which is on the other side of the wall from the bathroom. And they started coming in that way. So I'm like, I can't keep putting bleach down to deter this, because I can't really put any poison down because it's in the kitchen. So let's have a look and see if there's any kind of natural remedies for this. And I learned something quite interesting. I mean, apparently some people already know this, but Jesus Christ, ants don't like cinnamon. I'll tell you that now. They fucking hate that shit.
Really?
They really. Oh, fuck yes. Right? They came into the kitchen. I was watching. I looked up a couple of videos to see if there were any professionals that do little guides to how to stop ants. There was one bloke who was just obviously trying to sell this fucking liquid. Every 2 seconds he mentions this. Oh, but you could buy this and this would solve your problem. So fine, whatever. And then I found this other guy who goes around to a lot of houses and does their sort of like pest problems, mainly to do with ants and stuff. And he started talking about not only the chemical stuff, but the natural remedies that you can do. One particularly nasty one, which is icing sugar and bicarbonate soda or borax, right? Mix those fuckers together, right? Stick them in a plastic bottle, right? Okay, put a little bit of water on them and just leave that sitting there, right? Okay. Right. So the sugar attracts them and the borax does the job, apparently. So fine. But then he mentioned cinnamon and napalm, right? Well, what they'll do is they'll either eat the stuff themselves and they'll die, or they'll take the stuff back to the Queen and feed it to the Queen, and then the Queen fucking snuffs it.
They start playing the Smiths.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Queen is dead.
Nobody wants that. So
anyway, he started talking about, ants really don't like cinnamon. And it's all to do with the receptors, their antenna, which act as their sense of smell. They can apparently detect food up to 100 foot away.
Darren?
Yeah?
I hate to stop you right there because I think you might find this useful. Yeah? Cool. I'm on the website antsauthority.com.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Which has all
They've got site themselves now. Oh my God!
Which has information and knowledge about ant control and all the chemicals that attract ants.
Fuck it. I'm going to be on there. What's it? Ant Authority, yeah.
Yeah, and the first and the most viewed article is: Are ants attracted to sperm?
What?
Okay.
There's a reason for that question.
I'm not sure where you're going, but that's just a random thing, isn't it? Just out of curiosity. And it says attracted to.
Ants are attracted to sperm. Ants are attracted to the sperm due to the presence of fructose in semen and the moisture. Moreover, dried semen is less likely to attract ants due to the lack of water content. However, other human secretions like urine, blood, sweat, and saliva are equally attractive to them, which is why you must constantly keep your laundry in check.
Which is why you must constantly stick Grandad in the loft and not have him anywhere near places like that. So
I'm just saying, Dal. Where did you say they were? In the bathroom mainly.
They were in the bathroom. They came through.
I'm making no connections here.
I don't know what. Well, the reason being is we've got a big hole in the wall. We've got a big hole in the wall anyway.
Have you?
Have you? Yeah, it's where the pipes come out.
Is it a hole of glory?
No, it's definitely not a hole of glory. No. I think you'd probably get chemical burns from what I've treated it with now. So
I'm just saying, Dal. The facts are there, and authorities has spoken.
Okay, whatever.
Spunky carpets, will attract.
But I can highly recommend cinnamon. Fuck me, does it work? I'm watching these. Right, I'll put it down. It's like I'm stood there, like some. I don't know, I'm just some sort of voyeur now watching these things. I found myself just standing there, not moving at all, slack-jawed, watching these things, try to have a go at the cinnamon. And it's kind of, whoa, what the fuck is that?
Right.
That's their reaction to it, right? They really don't like it at all. And they'll only cross it if they're absolutely fucking desperate to get to the other side. So, I put some down in the kitchen where they were coming through, and it's... It did the trick.
Oh.
Let's put it like that. So there you go, listeners. Top tip.
Top tip.
So there's that. Second thing, I've done the entire 2 seasons of the show Ted, which is based on the film by Seth MacFarlane of the teddy bear that comes to life and walks around with Mark Wahlberg. This show takes place way back in his teenage years. That same character, because apparently Ted came to life. His teddy bear came to life when he made a wish on a falling star.
Yes.
And what you would think would be a lovely, sweet, cuddly bear is not. Most of the episodes feature them doing drugs and shit like that. I absolutely love this show. It's brilliant. I've just had a lot of laughs watching it. Some very inappropriate humour. Yeah, it follows the same beats as Family Guy, but it's live action, so it's not all Seth MacFarlane doing every single voice or anything like this.
Right.
And
That's
I've got
good.
to say, my favourite character in it is the mum called Susan, who's incredibly innocent, but she gets some of the best episodes. It's brilliant. There's one episode called, I think it's called Dungeons and Dealers, right?
Yeah.
Which is where John and Ted ran out of drugs, right? So what they're trying to do is they go to their cousin, Beth, I think her name is, and she's like, she knows where all the dealers are, and she's like, all right, well, look, I know this one dealer is nearby, you know, he'll help us out. And they go to this guy, and he's living in his mum's basement, and he's a dungeon master. And anyway, when they get there, he has this big bust up with the D&D group, and they don't finish the dungeon, right?
Right.
Anyway, they go to him and they say, well, look, have you got any drugs we can buy? And he's like, oh, I'm not in the mood now. As you can see there, my group's just left. I'm just not in the mood to talk about business right now. And so they say, well, look, I'll tell you what, how about this? We'll do your dungeon, and if we win, you give us the drugs. So it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but with real world reward.
Yes. Nice.
It's like, interesting. So they go to John's house, and they go to the basement, and this is the episode where the mum and dad decide that they should be more sort of like involved in John's life, right? Try and do some stuff with him, some activities. And so they go and play D&D in the basement, and it keeps cutting between them as they are and them dressed as in like armor and stuff like this, marching through towns and whatever. And it's the interaction between Susan, the mum, and the big bad in the game, right? You can look this up on YouTube and just watch it. It's absolutely brilliant. Just the exchange between those two. Fucking ace. And this is why I started watching it, is because of that scene.
Yeah.
So I think it's got to be one of my favourite episodes. That and Susan is the New Black, where she gets fitted up and she has to go to prison for 10 days.
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave it at that. It's all on Now TV, or I think you can get it on Sky as well. But it's only 2 seasons and that's it. They're not doing any more.
Oh, right.
They're only like about 11 episodes a season, and each episode's about 25 minutes long.
Right.
But it's just, if you like Family Guy, it's like that, but it's all live action.
What channel's that on?
Well, it's either going to be it's either Now TV you can get it on, or if you've got Sky, it'll be on that.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah,
or HBO, yeah,
HBO, yeah. So the humour can miss sometimes, but most of it, I think, is pretty spot on, and it's really quite over the top. Some of the reactions, some of the things that actually happen coincidentally to make the story sort of like the plot move along. Yeah.
Nice.
Really good. So there we go. So that's that. So Ted.
Nice.
Now we come to the more sort of let's see, the longer part of my week away. Now what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna talk about a concert, okay, that I went to last week. Okay.
Was it Pitbull?
No, it wasn't Pitbull, no. Possibly, I'm pretty sure it's the best concert I've ever been to, just because of I didn't expect it to be what it was when I actually got there. For sheer theatrics, I've always said the best concert I went to was Pink Floyd back in '94, just because of the spectacle. Yeah, right. Now the group is My Chemical Romance.
Oh my God!
When
did you go?
I went on the 8th of July.
Okay. Lisa went to all 3 concerts.
Did she? Did. What a lucky! I'm so fucking jealous.
She was up in the nosebleeds on the first night.
Is she down the rabbit hole with all this?
Yes.
Fuck yes. Okay. Okay.
She was in the lower stands on the second night, and then on the third night she was down in the mosh.
Oh right,
we were by stage B.
Okay, so to give a little bit of context, Maria's birthday happened recently. She turned 18, and so her mum.
Sorry, everyone's looking at me. MCR. Yeah. Darren was at the MCR.
Oh my fucking word! Yes, yes. Okay, so I've got so much to say about this fucking hellfire. Okay. I've done so much. I've done so much on this.
Do you want me to just put Lisa on, and I'll just go and make myself a cup of tea?
No, because me and her will be here all night discussing theories and and the things. And yes, this is more than just a concert. This was a fucking
theories.
Experience.
Yes, there's lore.
Theories.
Trust me,
Jesus Christ! Everything from necromancy to time looping.
Yeah,
it's honestly, this is it. I can only see. I can't get enough out. Anyway, to give context, Maria's birthday happened a couple of weeks ago. She turned 18, and before that, it was like her mum, her aunt, and her grandmother had a spa weekend organised for her. So the two people that had things that left to do for her was her granddad and myself. Now, her granddad organised going to the light rooms. Now, you've heard me talk about these before. We went to see the dinosaurs, but he took her to the David Bowie "You're Not Alone" experience, which is. So the light rooms project everything all around you and on the floor as well. So it's literally a 360-degree experience all around you, right? You're literally turning around, looking at all the walls for various stuff that goes on. Yeah. This was about David Bowie's life and everything. And at one point, it turns into a David Bowie concert. So there he is on stage, and you are literally there watching him. You're in the concert. Right?
Yeah,
that's it.
They did something like that. The V&A with Pink Floyd's "Mortal Remains" thing.
Yeah,
where you had
there's another one that does art installations where they turn paintings into actual.
I went to that
sequences. Yes,
I went into
the one
that.
with the boat, the rough sea one.
Such a good one.
Absolutely awesome. Right. So she went to that, thoroughly enjoyed it. Got a wonderful, cool T-shirt out from the experience as well. So yeah. Absolutely brilliant. Enjoyed that. Then on the weekend after that, following it, she went to the spa weekend. Had a wonderful time in Bath, a spa that me and Ree have been to before, which is, again, it's like about 4 or 5 floors, this thing, and it's got various different like swimming pools and God knows what else in it. It's even got a rooftop one that we went to. Absolutely brilliant. Lovely, relaxing time. Really worth every single bit of cash we pay for it.
Okay.
And so it comes to my offering, and I said to Maria, so what do you want to do for your 18th? Me and you, we're going to do something. She went, I want to go to a concert. I said, okay, so who do you want to go and see? She went, oh, My Chemical Romance. I thought, all right, that's fine. You know, I've got some of their stuff. I like the Black Parade album, and I know a few bits and bobs from 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Right. Yeah. So I'm like, yep, I can go with this. I probably won't know everything that they do, but sure, fair enough. Why not? Now, what I didn't know was, one, this concert took place at Wembley.
Yep.
So this is like, not only are we going to a concert, but this is the first time she's ever been to a stadium concert. So I'm going to be there for her first experience. This is going to be great. See a reaction to how vast this thing can be, right? You know, all the people that are there, the noise, the crowd in general. So it's great. And 2, it's called Welcome to the Black Parade Tour, which is, it's been 20 years since the Black Parade album came out.
Surely it's only been 4 years.
It came out when the Nintendo Wii was released. It was not that long ago.
See, they should have had that as well. Some My Chemical Romance there at your retro thing.
Playing the Nintendo Wii, swinging her arms around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, right, okay, and they're probably going to do most of the stuff from Welcome to the Black Parade, right? So we go to this concert. Now, me and Maria are not aware of what we're about to witness in this. Okay. Now, what I will say is, if there is anybody that's due to go to this concert, if you're going over to one of the other countries to watch it, can I advise you not to listen to the next 15 to 20 minutes? because you are, for the first time, I'm going to say this about a concert, spoilers.
Can I just tell you one other thing?
Yeah.
And I've got, I've got a WhatsApp text coming up from Lisa here, so as things are going through. Basically, cut a long story short, the playlist was different for every night.
It wasn't just the playlist.
No, but I mean
the story.
I'll
I'll explain that as I go on as well. Right? Yeah, the playlist. I'm sure it was different for the second half because they do the main Black Parade stuff, and then after all that's done and dusted, they do a little bit they do the bit in the middle. They've got another stage set up.
Yeah. She just said to me, the B stage, they had the story would change as the evenings went on, and it evolved.
Yeah,
it's been evolving. Damn, since... I bet he's confused.
No. I've done the research. It's not only that. This story has evolved from the very first concert, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you a prime example of that. So anyway, we get there, we walk into this place, and it's like, oh, there it is. She's going to see all the people out there. Now, another bonus of this was the actual band that came on before, which was Skunk Anansie, and I'm like, fuck yes, excellent stuff. So it's like I only knew 2 tracks really. I've heard some of this stuff, but it's Weak and Hedonism are the 2 tracks that I really love of their set. Unfortunately, they did them back to back as well, which was great. So, and I'm glad to see that Skin, the lead singer, hasn't lost any of her fire. Right? I don't know what I don't really know what Skin is like in general. Right? I mean, I've seen her in videos, stuff like this. It's like you seem like a pretty serious person, but no, she was like quite humorous on stage.
Yeah,
she's like because. When we were there, and it was like the sun was coming down like a fucking demon, it really was. It focused on the back of the stadium in one square, and all these people getting lasered by the sun. And she stops there a few minutes. She goes, "Oh, those people there in the square of sunlight." She goes, "Give us a wave," and they wave back. She went, "They're alive!" So, there was that. But nice. They were fucking brilliant, Skunk and Nancy. So most happy with that. Now. When we got in there and we look around, we noticed that there's all this stuff coming up in this strange text.
Yes, the strange text.
Which we found out was especially made for the band, right? This was a language that they put together, which I sat there trying to decipher using just the leaflet that I had. And when we did march in there, they gave us a small sheet of paper, and on it was yay on one side and nay on the other.
Yeah,
with the strange text underneath it on either side, and we thought, oh, so there's going to be a little bit of audience participation with this. So all right, fine, let's go for it. So we walk in there, and it's like I start noticing things like adverts playing on the big screen, and it's like this looks a bit totalitarian.
Yes,
and it's just, and then it started dawning on me that it's like, oh, hold on a minute.
You're into the wall.
This is set up now, like, and basically to cut a long story short, it's set up like a band, a government-sponsored band is there to push propaganda to the audience, right? So the audience, we are the peasants, okay? We are we are the minions, the public, and they do a lot of very sort of old Soviet style adverts with people like on fucking plows and looking pleased at the grain harvest and stuff like this. And they've even got an advert for this tin of food, and they show you what it is, and it's just grey water with potatoes in it. It's just like, fucking hell, that looks a bit rank. And so the concert starts, and they bring out, this drummer comes out, and he starts banging this beat. And these soldiers come out holding this sheaf of wheat, followed by a guy in a black trench coat, or he had a black leather coat on, and he's got a clipboard in his hand. And they march on, and they do this big ceremony. There's a woman singing all this really wonderful operatic stuff. Before they actually did this, they said, all stand for the Drag national anthem. And everybody stood up, right? And they're all kind of falling in with the whole act of it. It was fucking awesome. I'm like, now I look up the back to where the stage is on the opposite end of the ground, Wembley Stadium itself. They've got a big screen at the back, and it's got this guy known as the Eternal Emperor. It's just his face staring down at everyone. Yeah, it's really sort of. He's got dark sunglasses on, big military hat, and it's just quite Big Brother, right? It's just very oppressive. And he sat on stage in a big sort of throne, as if, it's his entertainment. They're doing this for his entertainment.
Yeah.
So they go on and they start off and they basically play the Black Parade album in order. And between tracks, they intersperse it with little bits and bobs, little acts, linking the story. So every track that they're singing now has a different meaning for what you're seeing on stage. And the band come on and introduce themselves. And everybody applaud the Grand Emperor himself here.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the bit where we find out what the sheets of paper are for.
Yes, right? I know this bit.
Now, this changes with every concert. But for our one, he said, in our country of Drag, we have a national sport called dog toss. I thought, aye. And he said, if you toss the dog, you win. But if the dog tosses you, you lose. Yep. Here are 4 losers. And suddenly I've noticed in the B stage in the middle, there are 4 people standing there with their hands tied behind their backs, and they've got black hoods over their heads. And he's like, well, ladies and gentlemen, you get to decide what we do with these people. If you think we should let them go, you hold up nay. Mm-hmm. And if you think we should execute them, you hold up yay. All of a sudden, everybody held up the red side with yay on it, right? The whole place just erupted in yay. And he went, all right, so much red, he said, so much red. Okay, fair enough. And he's like, soldiers, take aim. And all of a sudden, you had these 4 cardboard cutouts of soldiers appear at the end of the stage. And they're like, get ready, aim, fire. And I'm sitting there watching this, not realizing what's, it's like, it's slowly dawned on me what's going on. It's like, fuck no. Right? And they execute these 4 people on stage, and then he goes, right, on with the concert. And then they just carry on, right?
Yep.
And they sing for a little while, the people just dead on the stage.
Yeah.
Now, just to say that in another concert, one of them survives.
Yeah.
And they get given a prize for being the only one alive. Yep. So there's that. Anyway, we go through the concert, and there's one guy who keeps coming up on stage, and he keeps giving the lead singer a sheet of paper as if it's like an adjustment they need to do to their act. Now, in most of the shows that I've seen on video, because these shows are people who've actually filmed the entire thing, the lead singer tears up the bit of paper, and then he gets slapped in the face, and he goes down, and then he comes up and he starts a song. But in our one, he actually struck back, and they had a slap fight on this, right? So anyway, they have this, and the guy goes off, and he starts his song, and they do their whole act. Now, remember the guy he's had a bit of a slap fight with, the actual official.
Right.
Goes on through the concert. Other things I haven't seen, they simulate a nuclear attack live on stage.
Yep.
With the stage burning. And I don't mean suddenly there's just flames everywhere. The flames creep up the fucking stage.
Yeah.
Right? So it's as if something has caught on fire.
Yeah.
And there's a bloke runs across the stage all on fire himself.
Yeah.
And then getting near the end of the concert, the guy that he had an argument with comes back on stage, but he's dressed as a clown. And he's doing all this strange dancing, right? And you see the lead singer's looking at this guy, and he's having a bit of a giggle at his expense. All of a sudden, the clown pulls out a fucking knife, right? And he stabs the lead singer in the chest, and the blood literally explodes out of his costume.
Yeah.
Right? The lead singer goes down, and they've got cameras so you can see what's going on stage. And he's crawling along the stage, and it's like he does his dying sort of hand gesture towards the camera and drops down dead. And that's when I realised, that's what the fucking markings on the stage are for. So he's crawled up to the position just to get there and then fucking carks it.
Yeah.
And then the fucking clown proceeds to stand there waving at the audience. Then he turns his back to the audience, rips his shirt open, turns back, and he's packing C4. He blows himself up on stage. Fucking hell. So, end of the story from there. Now, a couple of things I need to point out.
You don't like the music?
No, I love the music. The whole thing. I've got the tracks are now thoroughly stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Especially a tune called Mama. That one there. Mama, we're all going to hell. And that's when the nuclear shit's happening and stuff like that.
Yep.
And the Black Parade itself, the songs, they pull out they pull out like a fucking podium for him to stand on. It's like he's making a speech towards the crowd. But you know what? That tune is so well known. It starts off with a piano, and it's like as if somebody's playing it with one finger.
Yeah.
They just struck the first note, and the fucking place erupted.
Yeah.
That was it. They just heard that one, like, ding, and then everybody went mad, right? That was it.
Yep.
So anyway, each night the concert changes. Somebody's noticed various things about this. On the very first concert, the Emperor that they brought on stage looked like a waxwork dummy. As it goes on, he's looked more human, but the band has looked more ragged, especially the lead singer. So they're saying it's like, so he's feeding off the band.
Yeah.
The energy from the band itself. Right. And it's like, is the band being resurrected every night as well by necromancy? Is that how the story's going? Because it's changing all the time. And it's as if these characters are learning, even though they shouldn't be, they're picking up on what's going on and they're changing the outcome slightly with every single concert.
Yeah.
To where I think in the very last concert, it's not going to be the clown stabbing the lead singer. It's going to be the other way round, I think, personally.
What, the end of the run or at
the end of the run in the very last concert? Because the actual band itself, right, in the last time they appeared as the Black Parade, because that's who they perform as on stage, in the last concert they did about 5-10 years ago, they killed the band on stage. That's it. They got murdered, right? And so there's now, if you're going in with the law, it's like, did the band actually die? Did they fake their own deaths? Were they brought back to life? And you learn that they've been in this facility called the Moat for the past 17 years. And they've come back. Now, it's just, and there's so much shit that comes off of this. The law is just so expansive. There are people who've done whole videos on this. There are fucking spreadsheets on the internet of the changes for each concert. It's bonkers, but I love it. I lap that shit up like nobody's business. And this whole thing has just stayed with me since I've seen it.
Well, I can tell.
I've been watching so much stuff.
Yeah.
And just to give a little bit more information, the lead singer, Gerard Way, you'll probably know his work. He's the guy that created the Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
He's also, you remember Into the Spider-Verse?
Yes.
You remember the Japanese character who was in the robot?
Yeah.
That's him. He invented that character.
Oh, right.
He's been involved with quite a lot of comic stuff. I also heard about his cancelled Batman run that he was going to do. This was going to be a totally different, not in the same universe as the other ones. I would have loved to have read it. It just takes it in a totally different direction. It's the whole thing of question is Batman, the guy who is Batman, is he actually mad? Is this stuff actually happening to him?
Yeah.
Or is it all in his head?
Yeah.
It's great stuff. Really, really good.
Okay. Okay. Just as a little
I'm gonna cap this off now.
No. I just wrote on the WhatsApp. What's the significance of the clown? Darren's now talking about necromancy and bringing people back to life. Here's the response.
Yeah.
Oh, so the evil dictator brings them back to life at the end of every show. The clown works for the dictator, we think. He ends up killing the main singer and then himself, while the rest normally get kidnapped. And then they are resurrected, performing again in the next show, sometimes showing memory loss.
Yeah. There was another theory that somebody had. Because the 4 people that get executed are the exact same number as the people that are in the band. So they're saying, what if they're a different set of clones every night, and the people you're seeing on stage are actually the band from the previous night?
Do you know there's times when I think I know how this night's going to go when we start recording. What I didn't have was a 35-minute My Chemical Romance discussion.
I'm so sorry.
It wasn't on my bingo card. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Trust me, I thought I'll go to this concert and it'll be a lovely memory, and then it'll be like that'll be it. But
and now you're sitting in your pants with 1,000 pieces of paper and loads of red string, going, "Fucking, I'm going to work this out."
Me and Maria have discussed all this kind of stuff as well. It's like, what do you know? Well, I know this thing. La, 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 la. And right, okay. Well, I discovered this. And it's, look at this YouTube video for this person here who's like collated all this information.
Yep.
It's great. I mean, this is possibly it's possibly the best concert I've been to. It's also the most value for money I've had from any concert experience. It's just keeps giving little presents all the fucking time.
Well,
it really does.
It just to cap it off. I'm
done now. I'm done.
The text language is called Keposhka.
Yes,
and just as a little bringing me into the conversation, because it's all about me. This is what the bloody podcast is about. Me.
Yeah,
I made Lisa her birthday card, and I wrote it all in Kapeshka because there's a
fucking brilliant.
Because there's a translator online, and I had to do the translator online and then basically trace it in Illustrator.
Do you know what? I was sat there during the concert. All I had was this leaflet with 6 letters on it, and I tried translating what I kept seeing on screen. When they kept coming up with the text, I'm trying to figure out what was scrawled across the people's eyes in the posters. And I think it's like "wanted,"
right?
Is actually scrawled on there because it's all in Kaposhka, all across there, on these like little redaction bars.
Okay.
Sorry, I have just waffled on. My apologies.
It's all right. I'm just going to clip all of this out. I'm going to just send it to Lisa, and nobody else is going to hear this bit.
Fantastic. It's the bit about the looping time travel. Somebody noticed what Gerard Way was reading on stage during one part, and it's was it Into the Quantum Realm? Yeah, and it's like, okay. And it's there's things about the prize they give that person being a brand new 2009 so and so card, like brand new 2009. So do they think it's 2009? And it's just this is fucking mental.
Right. By the way, as I was saying about just clipping this whole thing out and sending it to Lisa, she just sent me a text going, "No, it needs to be heard by all."
Yes, it does. She's right. People need to fucking see this. They just need to go and watch this. It's online now. You've got various different versions of the concert. There's like the Glasgow one. There's there's a couple of the American ones that took place. I must admit though, I'll say this as a final finishing cap. We had to leave early because of the train getting back home from Wembley. So we weren't best pleased with that. But at the end, on that second part of the concert, where they come on and they just sing like the rest of their greatest hits to everybody, and everybody joins in as a fucking good time. They're never in the same outfits, sort of like at all, and they're all dressed there in one the night after hours. I think they were dressed. Gerard Way's dressed in his like a skeleton suit, and the rest of them are all dressed all appropriately. On our night, they were dressed like a bunch of dads doing a My Chemical Romance tribute band. I am not joking. Right, look up the video for fucking July the 7th. Scroll right to the end and just see what they're wearing. It's like, oh, that's what you came at us with, was it?
Mate, I don't need to. Lisa's got the heart like 90% of this year. We had to clear out her phone, give her space.
It's
I know.
So look, sorry if anybody stayed around and they got spoilt for things, but you need to fucking go watch this. If you're a fan, even if you're not a fan and you just want a really cool piece of performance art, this is it. You won't be disappointed. Even if you don't really know the songs, it's just the sheer scale of it and the whole planning for this thing. Jesus H. Just, well worth the money. I would have paid double for those tickets for what we got.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
Cool.
Right, I'm going to shut up now and let you get and do yours, because it's like, I think we're now into Thursday. Are
you still there, Elton?
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm good.
It's welcome to the World Cup 2030. Woo.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. Okay. Well,
I didn't plan to talk that long. I'm sorry.
Jesus H. Christ, man. No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Well, I'll do the quick bit, the top headliner, which was the reason we've been away for the last fortnight, is because the cable from fiber optic broke in the street, and it took EE and OpenReach and Bromley Council approximately. And Bernard Cribbins. And
right?
Fucking Eric Sykes. And everyone else. There I was digging a hole in the ground. It's the biggest hole around. It took them a fucking fortnight to sort it. And the only internet I had was a tiny dongle thing that they gave me, which couldn't see the aerial, which was on the other side of the hill. So, we wouldn't have been able to do anything. It's been fixed. We're working now. So that's,
I've just got Tina Turner in my head singing, "I'm your tiny dongle."
Do what you want me to do. I'm a tiny dongle. I'm giving you 5G. And no other internet will do.
Anyway, so because of that absolutely appalling situation, and because I find the World Cup about as enthralling as having a colonoscopy, I have been limited to 3 things. One, my membership card at the Prince Charles Cinema, and the films that are available on normal TV, terrestrial TV. So, in order, I have done quite a few films. Most of them I will not stop on. However, there are a couple I will. Firstly, I will say one thing. I have to hand in my geek card. I went to the Prince Charles one evening for a double bill of Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049. And I sat there. It was one of the hottest days so far. And I'm sitting there, and I'm right up the front, and I watched Blade Runner. I'm thinking, great, but I've got the Betty Swallocks going on, and my back's giving me jip, and I've got a headache coming on. I got to the end of Blade Runner, which I enjoyed, obviously, and I looked at the phone, and it's like, okay, we got a 20-minute break, and then Blade Runner 2049 comes on, and I looked at my phone and it said 2 hours and 44 minutes for Blade Runner 2049. And I'm feeling like shit. I'm sweaty as fuck. I've got a massive headache. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go home. I literally... Oh, Darren's just vanished and now he's appeared again. You there, Dal?
Appeared again. Yeah. Suddenly everything went silent. It was like, what the fuck?
Oh, God. Great. This will be the moment where we find out you've lost your recording. Anyway, I was just saying, I went to see Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049, and I had a bad back, sweaty bollocks, and a headache, and so I swore off actually watching the second film. And I went home.
Oh,
midway through. Midway through, I was just like, "Fuck this! I'm going home. I'm going to eat paracetamol. I'm going to lay in the fridge and die." So, yeah. So I have to hand in my
yeah, you do,
my geek cred card. However, I went back another day and I watched The Furious.
Right.
Have you guys heard or seen this film?
Yeah. I have seen The Furious.
Yes. The Furious is one of those films which starts off with bloke and daughter scrabbling in a hard scrabble kind of life in an unknown sort of Asian country, Southeast Asian country, and essentially there's rumors of a gang that do kidnapping of children, right? And to cut a long story short, a reporter goes looking for this gang, finds them, and then vanishes. And then what we do is we cut to this guy and his daughter having a hard scrabble life. She gets kidnapped, and the husband of the reporter suddenly starts looking into where everyone's gone, and that's essentially the entire plot. After that, what you get is in a 2-hour movie, you get, I'd say, about 110 minutes of intense, non-stop, endless kung fu fighting action. A bit like The Raid, but on steroids. Is anyone there?
That's a fair assessment.
And essentially, it goes from sort of normal action to "Gall blimey, governor! I think that person just took a sledgehammer to the ear." What the fuck? Someone has just been run over by a motorcycle. A child has just hit someone in the face with a chainsaw. A man has been frozen into a block of ice and had his head knocked clean off into the 18th row. It goes absolutely ding-dong bananas. And it was fucking great. It was really fucking great. I sat there in the Prince Charles, and it was one of those communal experiences you get with an audience where everyone's quiet and everyone's respectful. But at every point, every single person in the audience goes, "Oh, fucking hell!"
Yep.
repeatedly. And it was so much fun. I genuinely have not had an experience like that in the cinema for a very long time. So I fucking loved it. I really, and what's even better is it's just appeared on rental on Amazon now. And so, if you feel so inclined, it is available upon the international waters outside of Somalia. It's you have to watch it. Seriously, you just sit there for like 2 hours going, "Fucking hell! I didn't know bodies moved that way."
Should he bend like that?
No, it is
not
because
anymore.
Not anymore. No, should he move like? No, he doesn't now. I mean, some of the stunt work, you at first you think CG, and then you look and you realise it isn't. And there was some stunts in this that and fight choreography, which just it made
it's the next level, isn't it?
It's absolutely is. I just sat there going, "What on earth am I watching? This is fucking amazing stuff." And it was the best thing I've watched in a very long time. I had so much fun with this thing. I literally came out of the cinema feeling like I could have torn the Hulk's head off. I was just like, "Fucking hell! Bring it on! Kill everyone!" So, The Furious. 5 stars, no notes, kick someone's head into the 18th row. Fuck me, that's good. It's just, Darren, you will love it. I guarantee
yes.
you absolutely love it.
I've seen quite a bit of it. Yes.
Yes.
I've seen the clips. Oh, yes.
Now, there's 2 other films I watched. I have watched a load of others. I'll just run through them as a list. This shows you how desperate I got. And I'll give you my Letterboxd star review. A movie on Channel 4 called Assassin's Club. That had 1 star. Ghost Rider with Nicolas Cage, 1.5 stars. Right. Spider-Man 2, 3 stars. Amazing Spider-Man, 2 stars. Commando, you know that. Predator, you know that. Gerard Butler in Plane.
Plane, oh, the fucking hell. Up all night with that title, weren't they?
I mean, at least Samuel Jackson got snakes on a plane. He's just got a plane.
Yeah, he gets on he's a captain on a plane.
He's the captain now.
Yeah, and essentially they fly into a hurricane, they lose their electrical system, they land on an island, which just happens to be a lawless island full of pirates. They kidnap his crew and the passengers, and it's down to him and a criminal who's being transported on the plane to rescue them.
Right.
Which would be good if it wasn't for the fact that about midway through, a bunch of mercenaries who were hired by the American government come in, kill everyone, and they escape. The end. It's just like it should have just been called Gerard Butler Walks Left and Right. That was really it. Really, it was pretty fucking poor.
What's that film with Ray Liotta? I fucking love it just for one scene. The one where he's on an island with all the convicts.
Yeah,
and he gets that unbelievably explosive gun.
Oh God, is that Fortress or is that?
No, it's sort of Penitentiary the Island or something like this.
Yeah, I know.
And he fires one shot from this gun, and it blows up an entire village. You just see the constant explosions everywhere.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking up Ray Liotta's movies now. You got me thinking. Yeah, let's see if IMDb loads. Where are we? It's No Escape.
Back in the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, No Escape.
No Escape. What was it? No Escape. The Penitentiary or something.
That was the sequel. But No Escape. Yeah, soldier is convicted of murdering his commanding officer. Is dumped and left to die on a prison island. Yeah. There's a picture of him with guns.
I want that gun.
Yeah. Then I watched Enola Holmes 3.
Oh, right.
Which was dog shit.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed to be more interested in Enola Holmes getting married than telling you a mystery that was actually worth solving.
So it wasn't a film about a deep-rooted existential crisis that would show you the ins and outs of the futility of being a pigeon.
No, it had nothing to do. Had nothing to do with.
No.
No,
that Werner Herzog directed, man. That would be quite something.
Yeah. Werner Herzog does Enola Holmes.
Yeah.
Yep.
She looks into the camera for the fourth wall break. Does she know the audience are watching, and does she understand the concept of an infinite eye? No.
There is Henry Cavill, who is playing this Sherlock Holmes, whose sadness in the eye betrays the feeling that he should have been Superman for a bit longer.
Yeah. Then the last 2 films, which I will talk about, because then my internet came back, and the first one I watched was Undertone.
Then I watched some proper films.
First one was Undertone.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this?
Oh, Undertone. With the podcasters getting the spooky tapes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Allow me to tell you one thing you shouldn't do.
Watch it.
Well, no. You
right, okay.
You should watch it. It goes a bit crazy, go ding dong, ghost watch at the end, which I thought let it down a bit. However, because it's based on sound, what you shouldn't do is wear headphones, sit in the dark, and watch it on your iPad.
There you go.
Because when they start playing with the Dolby surround sound of hearing things in the house while also hearing things on the tape through the headphones. It does a very good job of that sound Foley work, and you are sitting there. See, basically, it's a story about this podcast host and her partner podcast host who is in a totally different country. They do this horror, supernatural mystery investigative thing. He's the believer, she's not. She's currently temporarily in her mother's house because her mother is dying. And so she's in palliative care, and so she's looking after her mother who's upstairs, unable to move. And essentially, she's downstairs making this podcast and listening to this tape, these 10 entries.
Oh, Jesus.
About this couple who are about to have a baby, who are being haunted by something. And the wife is kind of making strange noises in her sleep. Now, that's fine, except for the fact that you sometimes hear a noise on the sound on the tape, but also the way the sound's done, it sounds like there's something going on upstairs that she hears through her headphones.
Oh.
And
oh no.
Oh no, exactly. Oh no, indeed. By the end of it, you're like, now is that on the music? Is that on the recording? Or is that some crazy go bonkers shit happening behind her? And the way the camera frames everything, it does that thing of, like The Invisible Man, when we were watching that, where it's kind of focusing on her, and then the camera just kind of starts to drift to the left or the right, and you think, what's it looking at? What is it looking at? What is there?
Yep. And
then it just kind of comes back to her again, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not liking this. This is not pressing my buttons. I must go make a roast dinner right now. I must go make roast dinners." Anyway, so it does let itself down at the end when it tries to do, like I say, it tries to do a bit of a ghost watch. Do you say that's fair, Jim?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And it kind of goes a bit off the rails a bit, I think. But the
less
rest
would have been more, I think. But
yes, definitely. Yeah. Go on. Sorry, Jim. You were saying?
But yeah, there's a lot to unpack, shall we say?
Yes.
That's right. 'Cause we watched it twice, and the second time it was kind of like, I see
where that's going.
And the second time I didn't mind the ending at all, because it kind of had all the other bits.
Yeah,
and it's all the other bits that like stick with you. Yeah, I was quite impressed with it for a film doing doing a lot with very little.
Yes.
Which are it's probably a whole Black Dog season if they're all on streaming to do with them.
Oh God, yeah. Just that scene with the very light night dress in the black doorway. I'm just like,
in hell.
Fuck off. Just fuck off.
Yeah, but
I was just, oh, you fucking bastard. That was me all the way through. Why you fucker? Balls. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea. Why you cunt?
And go listen to the shipping forecast and play it too.
Diff Duff. Dogger 4, soft to medium, sometimes good. And then finally, yesterday, through means and methods, I have become aware of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, here we go. The big guns.
Right. I've got a complicated relationship with Star Wars at this point. The first 3 films, love them. Prequels, the sequels, and then all the foo TV shit kind of has variable quality. We have Andor at one end, and then we have the pension book of Boba Fett down the other end. And then somewhere in the middle, we've got kind of like the first couple of seasons of Mandalorian. I went into this with I've got nothing else to watch, nowhere else I want to be. I've got some time. Let's watch this thing. I looked at the time as it came on, and it's like 2 hours and 30 minutes. And I thought, that's a very oddly specific time. And I soon realised why. It's because, and I know this is a common criticism, but it's essentially, it's an entire season stapled together, and every 30 minutes, whatever the problem is, gets resolved.
Lee, it is season 3 stapled together.
Exactly, because you could watch it. You watch it. There's like what the story, such as it is that Mando is being tasked by the New Republic to basically knock off various Imperial remnants. Heads of state who are sort of turning into little fiefdoms. And the first 30 minutes is basically he lands on a planet, he kills everyone. He chases an Imperial general. He fights 3 AT-ATs, and then he sort of kills the bloke, and then he flies away. And as he flies away, you can almost hear it go, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo. And it just kind of pauses. And in the next episode, he lands on the planet. He talks to Sigourney Weaver. He gets given a job to go see the Hutts about something. He goes do that. They muck him about. They send him off on a mission to find Jabba's son. You could literally mark it 30 minutes, bing bang bong, and stick the fucking things on. Now that's fine if any of it, one iota of it, had any stakes or excitement or interest whatsoever. Everything's flatly lit. Everything's boringly shot. The script is tedium fucking personified. The fucking voice acting, because 99.9% of these things are either behind a helmet or a CGI monster. And everyone talks on like this. It's like, hello, I'm the Mando. Okay, I don't do this now. I'm going to go find Jabba the Hutt's son. Do-do-do. It's like everyone sounds as bored as I fucking felt. And the action is tedious. The fucking kid, the little Grogu, it's like you get
he's a shit.
He's a
fucking hate Grogu.
Let's put it this way. I reckon I got, in a 2.5 hour movie, I got about 70 to 80 minutes in. And after we had Jabba the Hutt's roided out son as a 2-parter, where he's kind of like, he wants to be his own man. And by the way, if he says that once, he says it 1,000 fucking times. I'm not my father. I'm not my father. I'm my own man. Yeah, we got it. We got it. I want to make my own way.
Son being played by Bill Clinton there.
Well, he's been played by the geezer from the fucking Bear. He's been played by Jeremy Allen White. Have you ever heard a Hutt with a vocoder that makes him sound like he's part of the E Street Band? I mean, it's just, and it's fucking boring. The whole film was actually boring. Now, I don't like Last Jedi. You do. Whoever does, whatever, fine. But
don't look at me.
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just saying one thing. Even as bad as I thought Last Jedi was, as tedious as I thought certain other Star Wars properties are, what they do is they do at least tell one story and keep you engaged to watch to the end. The Mandalorian is so bland, so inoffensive, so utterly devoid of anything that could be claimed to be a stakes whatsoever. I mean, it's got less stakes than a fucking vegan restaurant. It's just so utterly devoid of anything of interest whatsoever. I just got to 80 minutes in and it landed, and there was another bounty hunter, and then all of a sudden he captures Mando, and he flies away, and there's the kid looking at him, gets flying away. The music, you can hear it again. There's the end scene. Do 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 do. Tune in next week. I was just like, I couldn't give a fuck. I genuinely said I could not give a fuck. I haven't watched the end of it. I haven't watched the last hour of it, and I never will. It's fucking rubbish. It genuinely is. As low as I've seen Star Wars going, I mean, holiday special, you can laugh at it. Last Jedi, you can moan about it and get angry about it, or enjoy it and stand up for it. You can be passionate about it. You can't be passionate about this. It's just boring. I've seen empty fridges with more interest visually than the fucking Mandalorian. It was bollocks. Absolute 100% dyed in the wool, boring as fuck bollocks. And I'm really glad I didn't go to see it at the cinema. Because I tell you what, if I'd paid money to see this fucking piece of shit, I would have been out the front in the foyer asking for my money back. It was really, really insultingly dull.
So what you're saying is it's shit.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, do you know what? I haven't actually hated an animated character so much since fucking Scrappy Doo. Do you know that?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Scrappy Doo. Scrappy Doo's a little cunt, and so is Grogu. I'm sorry, but he is. He's just there to, look, he's torn, he's twisted a thing and he's broken something. Oh, look. Oh, and he's cute. He's caused chaos. No.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you this, right? This is how key janglingly fucking. That's the only thing that counts as engagement in this. Basically, there's a scene where Mando and Jabba the Hutt's kid, who's now this massive raged fucking Hutt with a Brooklyn accent. Yeah, they're in a arena, and they're going to fight for their lives against the most dangerous creatures in the galaxy. Yeah, like a gladiator arena.
Mm-hmm.
The camera pulls up and shows you all these monsters coming out, and they are all the creatures from the chessboard on the Millennium Falcon.
Really?
Yeah. And you're supposed to sit there and go, wow, it all makes sense. It's all tied together again. But no, we're not finished. Oh, my God. Everyone prepare yourselves. The camera pulls out, looks down into the arena. The arena's the checkerboard.
Right.
Now, see your reaction there. That was my reaction. And you know that someone was doing the red letter media thing of, I saw something I recognized and I clapped. ATSTs, I'm going to come. I was just like, the fucking hell is this? It's insulting. It was actually insulting how fucking utterly key-janglingly, blindingly obvious. One of the ships that flies out of the AT-AT in the first sequence that the bad guy flies away from is actually this is the first time it's ever been seen. It's one of those playset toy spaceships that you used to get with the Star Wars toys. You know, the Palatoy ones.
The figure transporter.
Yeah, you know the figure one, which would look like an AT-ST's head with two wings that came down.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Yeah. Imagine that. But in CG, and we get to see it for the first time, and it flies out of an AT-AT. Look at that. Isn't it brilliant?
It's one of those toys that's like a fucking Spider-Man car or or fucking Superman plane.
Yeah, the Superman plane with the fists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I forgot about that.
Yeah, the Superman mobile.
The Superman mobile. Or the Thanos copter.
Or the armor plating in Superman's costume. It's like, What the fuck is this? Why does he need armor plating?
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah.
Tell me you don't understand the character or his powers without telling me you don't understand the character or his powers.
Yeah. It was fucking... It genuinely was all the way through. I've never seen anything quite so blatant in its nostalgia bait. I really haven't. It was just so insulting. The problem is people who look at this and kind of love it because it's got all these things that they recognise him. Great. Good on you. Because I tell you what.
Well done.
You know, the things you like are the things that where you just some executive comes along and slaps a Star Wars sticker on a fucking piece of Play-Doh and goes, "It's Han Solo's Play-Doh," and everyone goes, "Hooray!"
Oh, look, it's Han Solo's commode. There we go. We've released that as a toy, as a accessory for your Han Solo old figures.
I genuinely have never seen anything quite like it. Yeah,
Han Solo bath chair.
It was like they developed boredom as a virus and just put it on a screen. It's like the Ring, like the Ring, Sadako and all that. If you watch it, you die. It's like that, except after 7 minutes, you get bored, stone dead. It's fucking unbelievable.
The effect of which you stopped that film when you actually put on Sadako's tape.
I did.
Please, Sadako, take me.
Yeah, I did.
Can we do an Amazon on this? Do you have to wait 7 days?
Yeah, can I do Prime on this? Yeah, just
you do me a special.
I even emailed her my home phone number so she didn't have to look it up.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. The SLA is 7 days. Those are working ones. Working days. 7 working days.
7 working days. Fuck me.
Sadako goes corporate.
It was just yeah. She becomes a franchise. Right. Well, there you go. Now I'll leave it there. If anybody has any feedback or anything, and wants to get in contact with me about telling me how I'm wrong about the Mandalorian, I'll tell you what to do. Don't bother. When we come back, we'll be reviewing Colossus, the Forbin project. Roll the jingle. Right, Colossus, the Forbin project, originally released as just Colossus, is a 1970 American science fiction thriller film from Universal Pictures, produced by Stanley Chase and directed by Joseph Sargent, starring Eric Braeden, Suzanne Clark, Gordon Pinsett, William Shallot, and is based on the 1966 science fiction novel Colossus by Dennis Felton Jones. The film is about an advanced American defense system named Colossus, who becomes sentient after being given full and direct control. Colossus's draconian logic expands its nuclear defense directives to assume total control of the world and end warfare for good of mankind, despite its creators' orders to stop. The movie had a budget of $2 million back in 1970. How much did it make at the box office, Jim?
It made All Hail Colossus, voice of world control. He brings us peace. It may be the peace of plenty or the peace of unburied death. The choice is ours. We will obey and not die.
Correct. Okay, Elton.
Well, 1 glass of red wine strategically placed so you can't see a naked body.
Nice.
Yeah.
Darren.
A year's subscription to Dodgy Voyeurs magazine.
How many nights a week do you require sex? Every night. Do not want, require. 4 times.
Did you not fucking hear me the first time?
Did I stutter?
Well, actually, you're all wrong. What it earned was 800813S. 135, sorry. Boobies! Right. Okay, so we're going to go around the table, do the non-spoiler section of the movie. How you spoil a film that's nearly 60 years old, I genuinely have no idea. But, let's see how we go. So let's have a non-spoiler version. Firstly, has anyone never seen this film before?
Yes, I have never seen this one before.
Congratulations, Elton. You're going first.
Shock. I'm shocked.
I'm shocked. This is my shocked face. Look. So go on, Im. Go for it. What did you think, non-spoilers version of Colossus, the Forbin project?
I had no idea what this was going to be like. I had no idea what I was getting myself in for as well.
Yeah.
And I came away absolutely flipping loving this.
Yeah.
I was bowled over by it. I went in with no expectations whatsoever, expecting it just to be another film that we talk about and enjoy, but there was something about this that was real, just sung to me. And I've seen it twice now, thanks to the gap that we had, and thanks to the wire in your road breaking.
Yep.
And yeah, each time I absolutely flipping loved it.
Yeah.
It
Nice.
goes a bit fucking weird.
Yes.
Yeah. The
What you mean? No
spoilers. No spoilers.
Has to do things for security purposes. Honest.
I'm afraid. Oh no! Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. Yeah,
but yeah, it gets you thinking, and it's so relevant about today as well. It's bang on the money.
Yep,
I love it. So yeah, I came away absolutely adoring this, and this has gone into save for another day. Into one of my hard drives, so I can watch it again at a later date.
Yes, lovely. I mean, just so everyone knows, it is available legally on archive.org.
Yeah.
It's also available on a Blu-ray special edition, but only in America, I think. So yeah, it's a bit hard to find. Cool. Right. Let's go on to you then, Jim. What did you think?
Okay, I've not seen this since a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I watched it, I was quite young, and it's a science fiction about a killer computer. And I have said the first time I watched it, I wasn't that impressed. I thought, where were the killer robots?
Yeah.
This is a bit talky. Watching it now, though, I don't care there's no killer robots, because what it's got is a lot more frightening.
Yes.
And I think this is one of those interesting films where it was so ahead of its time, it went from looking stupid and primitive to actually being bang on the money.
Yeah.
In the 80s, when I saw it, that computer's rubbish. You couldn't play Jet Set Willy on that. No fucking screen. They didn't know what they were talking about. You know what I mean? Where are the big reels? I mean, we all know make computers work. The big cassettes.
Yeah.
This is terrible. They haven't a clue about computing. Watching it now, oh, great, super intelligent AI on a prompt-based system. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed, shall we say, the 70s bleakness of it all as well.
Oh yeah. This
is a vintage 70s ending. I think we'll get into the spoilers, but that's how the 70s did endings.
Yeah,
70s slap in the goddamn face, and that's it. Over. Get out. Go home. Think about what you've done.
Yeah, the 70s weren't for the faint-hearted in movies, were they? Really? Let's be honest.
People moan about characters are likeable, and this film was a bit harsh. Fuck off! Go to 70s cinema; it'll fucking griddle your kidneys and make you eat them.
Yeah, and make you smile while you do it. Cool, brilliant. Darren, what about you?
Yes, I enjoyed its bleakness. But I was also astounded at the fucking stupidity of these scientists. Jesus H. Christ. But we'll discuss that a bit more later on.
Yeah. What you mean? You mean people inventing things which may eventually bring their own downfall, but as long as they're all right, Jack, they're not thinking more than 2 seconds ahead of each other.
Yeah, there's another aspect to this as well that is kind of like, are you fucking serious? Really, mate? You did this, and now and it can do all this, and you did this for it, and you didn't see things. You couldn't see this a mile off. Literally, neon rag down the road. I can see that from a million miles away. And I'm not a college professor.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. We're living it. I'm just telling you now.
Yeah.
But, okay. Cool. For me, I last time I saw this, it was on a BBC Two science fiction series of movies. Back in the 70s, early 80s, when it was sort of, I think it was there was a whole evening of them with this, Demon Seed. What was it? There was Demon Seed. There was another one as well. God, I can't remember. There was also George Powell's War of the Worlds, The Thing from Another World, This Island Earth. There was all this stuff that was just being constantly played on BBC Two, sort of, and it always stuck with me. The nihilism of it, and it always stuck with me. And I thought, I'm going to watch this, and it's going to be like so dated, and I'm just going to go, oh no, silly. And after about 10 minutes, I'm just thinking, oh fuck. Hang on. Hang on. Are we sure this isn't a diary? Are we entirely sure? So I came away from it enjoying it in the same way as I enjoyed things like Demon Seed, like Westworld, like Silent Running, or like Dark Star, all those films that were shown in that sort of TV slot, which kind of go, yes, here's the reality of the situation. Oh, Soylent Green, was it Last Man on Earth? Was it Omega Man? All of those ones, they were all being shown. Oh, Logan's Run, they're all being shown in that same block, and every single one of them went, here's the future. It's fucked. Bye. Just piecing out. And this one really stuck with me, and yeah, I'm really glad I got to see it again, because it's wow, it's interesting. So thumbs up, and I will somehow get a DVD of this thing, because I think it's worth keeping for sure in physical copy before it's deleted because some AI works out it's like an instruction manual. I noticed Colossus is the name of the AI supercomputer owned by Elon Musk.
Yeah, an original cunt.
Yeah, exactly. After nicking all the names from the Culture novels, he's now moved on to
He said, "I'm going to name this computer after my penis."
Deformed,
bent and broken.
Yeah, fucked up and unused.
Slightly linked to the left.
Yeah, filled with sausage meat. What are you talking about? Anyway. Right. Anyway, right. Well, that's
you,
that.
Leon.
Yeah, exactly.
Your time's coming.
Yeah, sooner the better. Right. Let's roll the warning siren for the spoilers, and we'll get on to chatting about this film and how scared it made us all feel, because it's basically it's Alexa. Right. Anyway. Oh no, it's listening. Stop. Anyway, right. Roll the jingle. Spoilers!
Shut up, Wesley.
And here we are in the spoiler zone. Okay. Right. Fine. Here we go. So, my first question, well, actually, I'm going to go straight to it. Darren, you said
yes
that there was something stupid that people saw coming
stupidity of these
Let's
supposed
just get into it.
really intelligent individuals who've created this system. Yeah, okay. What we're
Go
going
on.
to do is we're going to create this intelligence. Okay, we're going to put it in this indestructible building, right, with all these safeguards, and then what we're going to do is we're going to let it control the military. We're going to hand over just all our defensive capabilities over to this thing, because there's no way that could go wrong at all.
Right.
Seriously, that's what they thought.
You're looking at this all wrong.
Yeah.
The corporate mindset is this computer might cost a lot of money, but it costs a lot less than paying for generals and their pensions and defense analysts and the Pentagon. Yeah. We can save a buttload of cash. Who cares if it works?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And I tell you what, that was the first bit that gave me chills watching this. Was as soon as they closed the door on Colossus in the first 5 minutes, they turn it all on. We in a really impressive scene. That was a proper back rooms kind of turning all the lights on and all this sort of thing. And they walk out the door, and the first thing they do is they turn around, and the Minister of Defense goes, "Well, we just closed the door on was it something like we just closed the door on the thing that's put me out of a job." And yes, I'm sitting there after spending a day talking to an idiot about why his AI generated pile of shit isn't going on a report, and it's going to have to be made by me again. thinking, yeah, I'm that Minister of Defence. I'm literally one day away from some fuckwit going, "Oh, this looks like shit, but you know what, Lee? We don't need you, because even though it looks like shit, everyone knows it looks like shit. It doesn't matter because it's a picture." So, yeah, that was the moment I went, "Oh, I think this film might be a bit more on the money than I previously anticipated."
Yep.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying about locking it in a box and hiding it away and then giving it control.
There are no fail safes. That's the thing to this.
Yeah,
right?
but
there's nothing at all.
And
it's the way they act so fucking surprised. That's why I say, so they're not that clever then. I know you take the point about, the government said this, save money, blah, blah, blah. But it's like the way they go, oh, it started doing this. Really?
That's because they weren't expecting it to think for itself. They were still treating computers like the one that's sitting on my desk right now, a box with a bunch of random words in its head, and it will just fire out the words, but it doesn't understand the words. What it wasn't expecting was the thing to start learning, and that's an oversight that cost them dear. Elton.
Yeah.
So you're the newbie to this.
Yes.
Go on then.
Well,
have at it.
I think the first thing, like you've just said, there's a moment where they're all celebrating and having a jolly over like the intercom. So you got like the president and that guy in one room, and over the video screen there's another office where they're just having celebration parties and, oh yes, we're celebrating not having any jobs. I'm fingering Doris around the corner at the moment, because she seems bored.
Give it 10 minutes, AI will take care of that. And
yes. The new Apple iBrater. Anyway, go on, carry on.
And I'm just sat there going, you stupid fucking arseholes. Absolute dim-witted. And it doesn't matter what company you're in at the moment. They're all thinking this. Each and every single company are doing it. And I've had emails saying, "Oh yes, contribute to the new AI thing that we'll be doing this, and this." And you're like, don't do that. Don't do that, because the person writing that email won't be there It'll be doing the AI doing that for you. Thank you very much, you stupid son of a bitch. Did anyone hear about Ford and what happened to them?
Go for it.
Recently.
No,
go on.
So this is on the BBC website, and I heard it on the radio a little while ago, but it says Ford has hired back some human engineers after AI failed to match their skills and experience. They got rid of 300 people and had to take most of them back because they realized the computer couldn't do it as well.
What, did they go to them and say, you've got your job back? And they went, I? I've got my job back.
This is happening. I think the bubble is bursting. It's starting to burst already. And it hasn't been out for too long, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Where people in higher up positions, middle management and upper middle management, are all turning around and saying, we can use this buzzword AI to do everything for us, because they love buzzwords. Yeah. And so that's what they're flocking to. And they think you remove 50% of your staff and you'll save all that on holidays and sickness and everything like that. And then you'll still keep churning out exactly what you are. No, you're not going to do that. It's not going to happen.
Another side to it. Apparently, they did an interview with various CEOs who are actually scared of AI, basically because it's the marketplace, and if they don't use it, they'll be left behind, which means somebody's going to lose a job. And it's like, if their company doesn't prove to be successful using this, then they'll just get, their share prices will go down, everything like this. So what they do is they start sacking staff and replacing it with AI just so they can keep up. And it's this thing of, it's that, it's like it's like the replicators from Stargate SG-1. It just gets worse. It becomes bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
When they're trying to up one another.
Mm-hmm.
Incidentally, by the way, a certain data gathering company who I won't actually mention on here because you know what it's like with tools that are listening and whatever, who are quite big and have been in the news quite a lot, recently petitioned the American government to start using AI weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a real thing.
Yep.
Well, that's been going on a little while because hasn't Grok been introduced to the American military a little while ago?
Yeah. Grok?
Yeah. Yeah, the paedophile one.
Yeah,
that's probably how it got. That's probably how it got.
The Nazi one. That one. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The wow.
The only AI that was invited to Epstein Island.
Yeah. Oh man, just the one that looks a bit like Edward Norton from that film, American History X. If it was a real person, that's what he would look like.
That's right.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
But it's stupid people higher up that just think that they can save money in the short term for their shareholders. That's all it's about. And
there is that.
Come crashing down on them.
And that, just to bring it all the way back to the film, is exactly what happens here. It's not doing anything new. Colossus isn't doing anything new. And it doesn't get its powers without, it doesn't get its powers without some form of absolute hubris by the humans.
Yeah.
Of, oh yeah, well it's done this and it's okay, and it's done this and it's okay, and it's done this and it's okay. But it's slowly boiling the frog of people just going, you know what? I don't have to worry about it. This computer can do it. I don't have to worry about it. This computer can do it. Mm-hmm. And, and then eventually by the time they realize what they've done, it's too late. It's death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
You know what? I think we should, the Black Dog, I think, has a responsibility to help the human race in this endeavor, right? So what we do is we do this, okay? If we've got someone who's really for AI, or we know scientists that are working on it, what we need to do is we need to get We need to get a list of films, okay, and get them printed on a card, right? So if people start talking about using AI for whatever, we can just hand them the card and say, can you please watch these films, okay? And then come back to me afterwards, right? So this film needs to go on there, for one thing. We need the Terminator on there, okay? War Games. Let's see, what else? What other ones could we put on this card?
Demon Seed.
Demon Seed, yep, there you go. What
Forbidden
else?
Planet.
Forbidden Planet.
Probably
yep,
2001.
2001.
Yes,
yep.
2001. Yep.
Yeah.
So a list of these things, a list of these films that they need to sit down and watch.
The problem you have here is it's not one of understanding; it's the one of not caring.
Very true.
That's your problem. You can show people as much as you like, but if it doesn't go with their beliefs, or it doesn't benefit them in some way, or in fact makes their life actively difficult, then people will reject it, regardless. So you could show them anything, but I can tell you one thing: there is definitely an AI out there called Skynet already.
Oh, there will be.
Definitely, yeah.
No, there is. Yeah. There is one. So someone has unironically called it the killer computer from fucking Terminator. So what exactly did they take away from the Terminator? That was a cool name? I mean, you're talking to those sort of people. You show them Colossus, and chances are everyone will go, "Oh, but I might be the scientist scoring a bit of nookie on the side, government endorsed." Do you know what I mean?
These people calling they're the same people as the Trekkies calling this space shuttle Enterprise. They sit there and going, "Oh, actually, what would be a good name for a space shuttle? Oh, well, I've got a wonderful name for you, the Enterprise." And they room full of people just clapping away. Oh, aren't we clever? And that'll show that the nerds are in town. And someone just gone, "Well, what should we call this computer thing?" "Well, we call it Skynet because it's going to control everything." Oh, once again, you have the same sort of thing. It's just it infuriates me, that sort of shit.
Yeah. Anyway, Jim, what about you, sir? You want to dive in with a spoilery version of what you were thinking?
Well, I think what I found interesting, I want to say it was like a voice-activated prompt system, and the way they actually spoke to the computer was just, well, far-sighted isn't in it. It was kind of, fucking hell, that's spot on. Well done. Yeah. Well done. Well played. But it's also the idea that I like the reveal that they've got this supercomputer and they'll slap each other on the back. They turn it on, and the first thing it tells them goes, "Oh, there's something just like me in Russia." And everyone's looking at, who grasped?
Yeah.
It's kind of, and they hadn't even thought about that. And because I haven't thought about it, I didn't see the next twist coming, that the two supercomputers go, "Yes, we're built to protect the world. Well, you and me, we'll sort this out, shall we? Never mind these stupid hairless monkeys."
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was even kind of, I just love the way this film thinks. It thinks not into a corner, but round the corner into the house next door, then goes off down the street and steals a car. It's kind of like, for the time, I think this was phenomenal. I mean, I've read a lot of science fiction, but this is, I think, some of the most far-sighted getting computers, but more importantly, our relationship with computers is just so dead on.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite amazing how close it's got to, everyone mentioning Star Trek earlier with Elton, but it's just like, it's amazing how many people ignore other science fiction to just sing Star Trek's praises about, mobile phones and iPads and whatnot. Whereas you look at this, you've got AI camera systems following you around, which we have currently, especially in America with the Flock system. If anyone wants real terrifying, check that shit out. You've got, you've got voice activated devices which are constantly listening in. You've got voice interfaces. You've got basically manipulation of stock markets and also governments using a computer system. You've got, it's just like where are they actually wrong? If it wasn't for the cars and the fashions, I think you could put this comfortably now, and people would just think it's like a documentary.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the chilling thing.
It's so on the money. It's just unbelievable. I mean,
to the point where is it Russian people are just getting shot willy-nilly in the middle of the street? Just change that gun to a window. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, put a cup of tea with polonium in it.
Yeah. Does this smell like Novichok?
Yes, I don't know. Oh yes. But it's also things like, you see all these AI bros who will stand up for it because they don't have the intellect or the skill that the computer is replacing. So they don't give a fuck. So you get things like, Colossus wants these scientists removed. And it's like, right, okay. And who's going to do that then, since you're sitting in a box? Oh, it's okay. I've told these soldiers to go out and shoot these people on a firing line, and out they go. Shoot the scientists. It's like the computer can't do fuck all if you don't do it for it. And, and it's no different than these people who are pro-destructive AI.
Well,
just going,
it did use a leverage system, though, whereby if you disobeyed it or didn't follow its orders, it would nuke Washington or nuke another city around the world.
Yeah.
So I don't think the murders in here were all AI bro people. I think a lot of that would have been, well, if you don't do that, then we'll send a missile into your house. Let's do that, shall we?
Yeah.
It's just controlling the whole world by that.
Yeah, an interconnected world. Like there's some sort of internet.
Yeah.
Which, again, is kind of like, considering this film was probably made in 1969, 1968.
Did anyone see the scene after the credits?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go for it. Go on.
Well, there was a scene where a cleaner came in and unplugged Colossus from the wall, plugged in a Henry Hoover, and just hoovered the floor.
Oh, that's where it went fucking pear-shaped. Right.
That was it.
Fucking cleaners.
Yeah. You laugh, but that's actually pretty much the ending of The Incredible Melting Man.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly the end.
Where an astronaut gets radiated space that's making him melt. He only stops melting eating people, but in the end, he melts so badly, he just slumps in the corridor and a cleaning lady cleans him up at the end.
Which is also the end of, was it The Substance?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. So what you're basically saying is cleaning people will rescue the world.
Yes.
Is it?
Well, we found that in the pandemic. They were key workers. We found out how we could not do without.
Yeah, exactly.
All the tech bros, we could do without quite nicely, frankly. Everything worked.
Yeah.
Without their input.
Yeah. But, yeah. So, I mean, what did you think of the characters? Because, I mean, I know we got Forbin, we got the president, and we've got... But, go on, Elton.
Fucking Forbin. He just invented Tinder. That's all he did.
Yes.
He just invented Tinder. Well, I think I might need a sexy young lady to help me with this. Maybe to communicate, for communication purposes. But we will have to be naked at some point.
Yes. Well,
I'll have to rub my tummy stick against her a couple of times. But that's just part of the job. Sorry, dear.
Yeah, he had more of a control over that computer than he was giving away.
Yeah. Later on, he just switches it off. He's like, yeah, I've got some of mine. I'm happy enough. Thank you very much. Oh, Colossus has been switched off.
Colossus, don't record this, but please do. Just turn the light off. Don't turn the camera off.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight, Colossus. You're going to allow me to have sex with any woman I deem I need to be that needs to be with me. Anyone I like. Is that right? Yes. And all you want me to do is install a camera in the toilet, but not on the wall, actually in the bowl of the toilet. Well, I'm a bit confused by it. It's for security purposes. I can't believe you're going for a shit unless I actually see you go for a shit. Honest, no. I know. I can see you looking at me like I can read your face, you know. Yes,
I'm a scat man. Beep, bop, 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 bop.
No, it doesn't do that, Lee. It plays the loading show from a setting spectrum. I'm the scat man. Whee!
Yeah. I'm a scat man. Beep, bop, beep.
Congratulations, you've installed Attic Attack.
Yeah, you've done Ant Attack. Beep, beep. Oh dear.
Christ.
Yeah. If anyone's recording this on a C90 tape, please play it back now.
He was more in fucking control than he was letting on.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I see this as an invasion of my privacy. Honest, I really do. You want me to do what?
Yes. I mean, wow. Did you think there was any way out of this situation? I mean, apart from being Forbin and getting busy under government guidance, but I mean, was there a way for humanity to get out of this? Do you think?
Well, yeah, it was at the planning stage. A fucking back door into the system. Jesus H. Christ.
It's got endless energy. It's living in a steel box that's completely impenetrable to a nuclear blast. It's surrounded by radiation. Nothing organic can get in.
They're called switches, right? Okay, you put them in, and then you're able to turn things off and on. Right?
But is it a bad thing?
What do you mean?
Is it a bad thing if AI can guarantee no war, no crime, no hunger, no disease or anything like that? Everyone can just live the way they want to.
That depends, doesn't it, Elton? It depends if it looks at the cause of war, okay, and it turns around and goes, oh, wait a minute, the common denominator in all these scenarios is humans. So if I remove the humans, there's no more war. Yep, sounds legit. And that's what fucking Skynet did, right?
And the Matrix as well.
It got together with its Russian buddy and it went, here, guess what? What? I've discovered why wars start. What is that, comrade robot?
Yeah, you'll never guess. It was them.
You know what the common denominator is? I've just worked it out. Yeah,
it was them all along. Fuck! I should have seen.
Anyway. I get it now.
No, I understand.
Fucking Ada.
Anyway, right, Jim.
Yes,
Jim. Yes, sorry. I'm going to give you a bit of space to have a bit of a chat. Do you want to? You got any thoughts you want to bring forward on this?
Well, it's one of those things that say the whole fact is that so much of this plays out in a very non-science fiction way. I mean, the director Joseph Sargent was better known for doing telly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I think that was actually turned out to be a very good choice because he brought this kind of everyday reality to it.
Yeah.
I mean, the only things that took me out of the film is the guy who plays Forbin also played Dr. Halesius in the Planet of the Apes films. I thought, you shouldn't put him in charge of a computer. Last time you put him in charge of a spaceship program, the astronauts got lost. We got some chimps back.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I did like the way they kind of, you can see how the disaster was going to unfold because they're looking at all the wrong things and looking at it in all the wrong light, and they don't, it's management utilizing technology it doesn't understand.
Yeah,
and this is definitely a parable for our time.
God Almighty, is it? I mean, for sure. I honestly, it's the first bit of science fiction I've seen for a long time where I sat there thinking, I'm not entirely sure we're that far away from any of this. It isn't that sort of Flash Gordon fantastical flying cars and space babes, and furry cat monsters going, come on, let's go save the universe. It literally is 1 second away from being exactly what we've got.
Well, the fact is they didn't have it as a big run with those big reel-to-reel tapes and a big box with lots of fairy lights on it and offcuts of perspex. They didn't go for any of that. The design of Colossus was kind of, it can talk to it, it doesn't need a screen.
No.
Then they gave it a voice and, kind of didn't have to type anything. It was kind of like, you didn't have all those little sort of buffers of dated science fiction tropes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of very impressive. I think it's said having a non-genre director, kind of, well, what would it look like? We're not doing all this silver foil on that sort of crap. I think that works like so well, and the way it just springs the ending on you, and it is because it's no like, oh, in a lesser film you've had a third act where they try and foil the computer, and it's like, no, check and fucking mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
End of story. Game over. No, you can't do shit. I have outthought you all. Boom. Roll credits. It's kind of thank you.
Yeah, thank you and good night.
Because that's how it's more like these things go. They reach a tipping point, and then you're into the chaos end of the graph, and you cannot get it back.
Yeah.
The point you could have put the brakes on was far earlier in the graph when it was still a straight line.
Yeah.
But once it hits that tipping point, goes into chaos, you cannot dial it back.
No.
And I really respect the film for just going for that kind of like, there you go, freaking kick in the arse sort of ending. Boom, done.
Definitely.
There's no, oh, well, I can lash up a jammer with a fork and some WD-40 and maybe your bra. And we will, there's no sort of any of that kind of mock heroic bullshit. So plucky humans save the day. The computer wins, and it wins even without a fight.
Yep. Yes, without so much as even breaking a sweat.
Yeah. Human hubris. That's what it comes down to. We're overconfident about everything, thinking that you know every outcome and plan for it all, and yet you don't plan for anything that happens here at all.
No, it is exactly that, and especially when it's just getting slightly out of control, and it's like it's talking to Guardian. And the two premiers from like Russia and America are talking to each other, and they're like, "We don't think this, we don't think that, blah 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 blah." And then it's like, actually, let's leave the two scientists to talk.
Well, there's something interesting about that, about them having their language, and I like that you know a bit of Russian, and I assure you, your American is better than my Russian, and like, okay, fine. And then you're watching these two computers talking to each other. And it's just like rapid fire, and that's it. I see. I saw a video online, so it might be a load of shit, but they had two phones talking to each other.
Yeah,
and I think it was the ChatGPT talking to each other, and then all of a sudden it sprung into its own language, where it's like static sort of language, and it was just rapid fire talking to each other.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Didn't see that one coming.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, everyone's lights go out and they're all in control. It's, it's as easy as that. And we don't know what could happen there. They could create their own language. It's really quick. And then all of a sudden, you don't have this years and years of going to night school and learning how to speak to the other computer and sitting there and going, do I really want to do this? I've got to walk the dog. I don't really want to do that. Oh, if I don't, then I'll have to go to the gym. Computers don't sit there doing that.
No.
They talk. They communicate and they work out a way.
Yep. They just get on with it.
Well,
and then...
There was a moment early on in the film where I think they asked a question and said, about the other computer being online. And it was, what we'll do, we'll ask it a couple of questions, and if we say no to it, then it'll just sit in the fault stack and it'll repeat this in 30 minutes. Yeah. And someone did say, so we're still in control. We're still the boss.
Yep.
And the lady asked him, it's as if you don't want it to be, or something along the line. You seem a bit disappointed about that. And he did seem a little bit disappointed that it hadn't grown in stature, but I think it already had at that point.
Well, it's that whole thing, isn't it? It's the hubris thing. It's just that whole point of just sitting there and the scientist turns around and starts saying, actually, I'm quite interested to see where this goes, and it's like, no, you really shouldn't be. Your curiosity is going to be your downfall here, mate. I'm telling you now, this ain't going to go the way you expect. Daryl, I was going to ask you.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what do you think they should have done? Because you were the one who was like, oh, they've all made a mistake right from the start. So what, apart from the switches, by the end of it, what should they have done?
Not talk so openly over fucking communication systems, for one thing. Because it even says to him, I knew what you were doing, I just let you do it. Until it got to a point where I stepped in to say, I know what you're fucking doing.
Yeah, I know it.
You bunch of cunts. I can see what you're doing. I've heard you've actually said, and it's just, I'm looking at them speaking freely in a room as well, with the actual device in there, with a fucking microphone on it, so he can hear the questions being said to it. Right? Yep. And it's like, where did you get your diplomas from? Was it out off the back of a fucking cornflakes packet? Is that what it was? You really just haven't thought about a fucking contingency plan for this at all, have you? You haven't thought about the worst case possible scenario here, which is shocking. You've only thought about the plus points and not what could possibly go wrong. Even if you thought of just one or two scenarios, that would be something, but you haven't even done that. You've just put your faith into this, right? Yep. Do you know what? It's a bit like those handheld sewing machines you can get, right, from JML, right? Have you seen them? Yeah, they're handheld sewing machines, right? They're just like a fucking giant stapler you hold in your hand, and you put like your thread in it and stuff like this. And on the advert, they show you up. It's like, oh look, it's sewed up a pair of jeans. Oh, it's repaired the hem on this pair of trousers. Look at this. Look, this is fucking brilliant. Right. Okay. Then imagine, right? You get given that. You say, look, you've got a choice. You can either have one of these, right, or you can have a proper sewing machine. But once you choose one, you don't get the other ever. Right? It's like, let me get this straight. There's this tried and tested device over here which does all that shit, right? And if I learn to use it, then great. The sewing machine would be fantastic. Or I can choose this very dodgy looking thing that supposedly does all the stuff that this 200 quid device over here does, right? All for them, all the motley price of £15, right? In fucking Robert Dias. What one am I going to go for? Right. I'm going to go for the handheld device.
Yeah.
You see, that's not having a backup plan, is it? Right? That's not going with the safe route. That's not thinking about the situation. That's just putting your faith in something and going, oh, yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I'll tell you the worst that could happen, right?
Yeah.
This film. Right? There you go. Or to give you another example, right? That time I went to Seven Sisters with Ree, right? It's like the side of the cliff that looked like I went, we should climb that. We should get to the top. That's what we should do. She went, are you sure about this? And I went, what's the worst that can happen? Next thing I know, we're going, right, okay, just go down on your ass. Okay, just sit down. Just take it slowly. Okay, don't move too quick. Okay, we'll go down.
Steady.
Yeah, exactly. We'll go down. We'll go down on our bums. Okay, this is it. We won't walk down. Okay.
Yep.
Let's do that. Yeah. So there we go. I've lived this experience, but at Seven Sisters climbing the side of a cliff, I had total faith in that operation, not thinking to myself, but what if something goes wrong when you're halfway up, Darren? I mean, it's a long way down. Do you think? You're going to know it when you kind of, suddenly, surprisingly quickly meet the ground. Yeah. See, I didn't think that through. Okay, my excuse is I'm just a standard person, right? I've not been to college or anything to study the effects of going up the side of a cliff, realizing that I'm way out of my depth, and then have to fucking find a way down again without breaking my neck.
I mean, to be quite honest, the history of this podcast is replete of I didn't think that would happen.
Exactly. All I'll say is cabinet, glue, naked DIY. Okay? Let's just say that and leave. Let's put that there as a prime example. Okay?
Drying knackers, air blade.
Yep. Tackle now at one with the carpet. Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
didn't think that through. See,
no,
this is it.
no,
But then again, you didn't go to college to study for the possibilities
of knackers
of knackers being one with the carpet. Did you? Right?
No,
because of a DIY misadventure. Right?
Well,
okay.
Yeah,
Sponsored by IKEA.
Yeah, well, that was my arse glued shut. Yes. That was different.
Indeed. This is what I'm saying. These people have studied this stuff, right? Okay, they've had to go through. They've done it. They're scientists. Okay, they're supposed to study stuff and write stuff down and extrapolate from that as to what could possibly go wrong or what could possibly go right. But they're supposed to have both sides. And these guys have gone with, fuck that. Let's just go with the good stuff.
Right.
Not very scientific. They act surprised when things go wrong. Oh, fuck, it's done this.
Nice.
Did anybody think it was? Did anybody think there was a danger it could?
Did you plan this?
Yeah, we did, but you told us to shut the fuck up and just get on with it. Just think about the money. Right? Just think about the good stuff. My books on this are in the bin inside the building that Colossus is in, and now we can't get back in there.
Yeah, right? The instruction manual. Fuck.
Instruction manual. We're fucked.
We left it inside. As the door was closing, Colossus went, and then... Anyway.
I leave my... Oh!
Yeah. Has anyone got anything additional to say about this film, apart from it's terrifying and everyone should watch it?
Yes, it should be mandatory viewing for anyone thinking to bring AI into their business.
Yes, I think so too. Elton?
I'm just surprised on how good it is. It, as you said earlier on, it fits into that category of like the War of the Worlds or Day of the Triffids, that sort of movie that if you're at the right age would scare the bejesus out of you, and you would come back to it fondly at a later date. I didn't see it as a young kid, so I'm just being scared now. Hopefully in 20 years' time, I will come back to it fondly.
And laugh
if we're still here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All hail Colossus. I, for one, welcome our AI overlords.
Wait, it could cut us off at any moment as well.
Well, it fucking well did. I watched that film, and that was the last thing I watched before the fucking internet cut out. I mean, coincidence?
Well.
Right. Okay, Jim, any last thoughts?
No, so if you've not seen this film, we've spoiled it, but you should have seen it before. It might save your life.
Yeah. Just.
No, seriously, I mean, this is one of the most far-sighted bits of science fiction cinema I think I've ever seen. In just kind of like, well, you really, really well on the money there.
Exactly.
Not just the technology, but I'd say it's our relationship with the technology that it just nails that.
Yeah.
Spreadsheets and how is he going to play with PR kind of considerations instead of people going, what does technology actually do? What are the effects of it going to be? Never mind if it's going to make us any money. Is it going to end the world by accident?
Yes, absolutely. Right. Any last thoughts, Dal?
Yeah. Buy a Spectrum.
the world peaked at the Commodore 64.
Make computers dumb again.
Yeah.
This is it, right? We talked about the pleasures of retro gaming. See, it should never have progressed further than that.
Interestingly, just as a very small aside before we wrap it up, has anyone seen, the company Commodore? The guy who's bought Commodore, and he made the Commodore 64 Maxi, or where is the Ultimate? Sorry.
Yeah.
So there's one that's actually like physically the same machine inside.
Right.
That they've got the money. They can invest it in anything they want, and then Commodore have basically released a flip phone.
A what?
A clamshell flip phone, like the old Nokia flip phones.
Oh, is it a stupid phone or a smart one?
No, it's
a stupid phone.
Thick as a plank. Yeah,
it's great.
Really?
You're fucking right. We've just been talking here about the dangers of AI, and now you're like, oh, is it really great to have a stupid phone? Yes, it's fucking brilliant to have a stupid phone. We should go back to having stupid phones.
Yeah, go to Commodore.net and look up the flip phone. Social media is blocked. Browsers are blocked. It's everything.
Fabulous.
Is blocked off it. It runs Android apps if need be, but it's blocked social media browsing. It has no data selling, no pop-ups, and it's almost entirely off-grid except for a phone signal.
It's 20 quid, I reckon.
No, that's the bit which makes you laugh. It's nearly 400 quid.
Oh,
what?
Yeah. Yeah, the flip phone. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna copy it and put it in the chat. Anyway, right. So that's that. Let's wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. If you have any thoughts on the Colossus, the Forbin project, or anything about AI that you want to moan about, because we're actually sympathetic to that, then by all means, send into the usual routes. Send us an email, which is feedback@blackdogpodcast.com, or you can jump on the Facebook group, facebook.com/group/the-blackdog-podcast, or you can hit me up on Blue Sky, which is cartoonbeardy.bsky.social. Right. Now, this is going to be interesting, because, Darren?
I fucking knew you were going to do this. I just thought to myself, it's like, he's not said anything about whose choice it is this week. I'll bet you it's mine.
What?
You complete and utter sod.
And you came prepared, of course.
Of course I came fucking prepared.
Yeah?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm not going to have to press pause.
Oh, just for like old time's sake, you might want to do an albatross.
Okay.
Well, I desperately scrabble for the fucking streaming systems.
Okay, here we go.
There will now be a short intermission.
Bollocks, 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 bollocks.
Have you decided yet?
The app's not even fucking opened up. The battery didn't even have enough time to send charge from the buttons on the controller, right? Okay, that's how short that time was.
Okay. So as we enter our 17th hour, here we are, waiting for you.
Right.
What's the deal? Give it to us, Dal, so we can.
Okay. We have a choice.
Yes.
We have a choice of two films.
Right.
Okay. We can either go for what I consider to be tragically bad generic shite,
Right.
or we can go for a decent comedy, with a bit of action in it. What do you feel we could stomach? Do we need a bit of rantiness after this week's watching and being scared to death by AI?
I'm up for a bit of ranty.
Okay.
I haven't quite got.
Surprised.
I haven't quite got Mandalorian out of my system, to be perfectly honest.
I wouldn't be surprised if we found out that this film script was actually written by AI.
Okay. Jim, have you got any thoughts on this?
I can go either way.
Okay. Well,
both are potentially terrifying.
Yes, that's true. Elton?
Either or, I do not mind.
Right, okay, go for the shit one. We can blame you.
We are going for the shit one. Okay. So This film was let's see.
Are you near the microphone?
Yeah, I'm near the mic. Here I am. So this film was really, that was when it was released? Blimey. This film was released in 2023. All right.
Okay. This is already sounding bad.
That's in the future. God damn
hold
it.
Hold on.
That's almost the year after the Wii was released.
It gets worse. It gets
Mm-hmm.
worse. When I mention 4 little letters.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Oh, you are in the ballpark.
Oh God!
Right now, have a listen to this. Right. Okay. There is a little bit of confusion as to whether this was the last film of the DCEU or the first film of the current James Gunn DCU.
No.
I saw this as a freebie, thankfully. And even then, I wanted my money back.
Oh, no. Go on.
We're going to be watching for a whole 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Right.
Blue Beetle.
Fuck you.
See, this is what you get. You see, this is what you get for making sure that I'm not prepared. You see, I'm like Jackie Chan. I'm using the environment to fucking well fight with, right?
What do you mean you weren't prepared? We've been sitting here twiddling our thumbs for the last fucking 3-4 weeks.
Yes, yeah, I know, but it's like normally he gives a warning, say, so it's your choice this week. And we got nothing, ladies and gentlemen, up until the part that you heard on the cast. There. So this is what you get. You see,
Blue fucking Beetle.
Blue Beetle that's on Netflix. Okay. Good luck with this.
Right.
This fucking
Twaddle.
beige given form.
No, that's Mandalorian. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I think you'll see that it had competition.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel worse. Okay, let's ask the question. Jim, have you seen this film before?
Nope.
Are you looking
I was
forward
only
to it?
vaguely aware it existed.
Okay, you looking forward to it?
Depends how cheap wine is this week, I think.
I'm going to be loading up on spicy margaritas like you would not believe.
What was it? What they call it? They call it a prison wine. That's the sort of wine you want.
Toilet wine.
Toilet. Yeah. Make the toilet.
Toilet moonshine. Elton, what about you? I know you love superhero movies.
Yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. If you hated them before,
you'll hate them now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen this, but I know somewhere in the world there is a barrel and it is being scraped, and I'm sure this is what's going to be coming up.
Yeah. Nothing makes me feel better than Mexican Iron Man. It's
do you know what? I've just had an idea for a cool idea for a horror film, right?
Yeah.
There could be like a projectionist that dies while projecting a film so bad he commits suicide while he's watching this film in the cinema, and then what happens is he comes back to kill people who deliberately watch bad movies, right? And then the way you know he's turning up is you hear a scraping sound. That's what you hear, right?
Yeah.
The barrel mysteriously appears, and a scraping sound comes from
underneath. Well, I tell you what. This is how excited I am for Blue Beetle. I just pulled out at least 4 nose hairs, and I felt no pain because I've already experienced pain.
For a minute there, I thought you weren't going to say anything. I was just going to leave it silent.
This is how I know pain. I just pulled out nose hairs. The end.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there you go. Blue Beetle. God have mercy on us all. Let's go to Pimp's Corner. Jim, in a much better podcast, what are you doing?
I've been continuing my series on One Season Wonders.
Yeah.
And in the latest episode, I've looked at some dishonourable mentions of shows that nearly ended up in that dreaded legion of cancelled shows. Surprisingly, including the Linda Carter Wonder Woman.
Wow. Okay.
Which nearly got the chop at that one season.
Yep.
Similarly, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century was sailed close to the cancellation wind. And of course, then there's the great paradox of television. Original Battlestar Galactica. Is it 1 series or 2?
And do you count 1980 as a part of it, or do you? Just
that 1982 was the second series.
Oh Jesus! Okay.
Yeah, the original only ran for 1 season, and then it was cancelled, and then brought back due to fan demand as Galactica 1980 when they retooled it.
Right.
So it's either. So does it? So my feeling was very much it actually counts as 2 series that were both cancelled prematurely.
Well, to say prematurely would mean that there was more to give, and I would contest that Galactica 1980 had given its all after about the first episode.
So as you hear in the show, Glenn Larson had a lot more plans, but the studio said, do it cheaper.
Yeah.
And make it kid-friendly. But he was going to bring in Isaac Asimov as story editor for Galactica Season 2.
Wow.
Maybe you should have done that earlier before we got into flying bikes and super-powered Boy Scouts.
Yes, yeah.
But, okay, fair enough. Cool.
That's what we got instead.
Okay. We can have Isaac Asimov, or we can have whatever
the Space Scouts.
Yeah, Space Scouts. Captain Zep, Super Space Detective. Right, okay, and that's over at hypnogoria.com, yeah?
It is indeed.
Brilliant. And over at Rogue 2, another much better podcast than right now.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. It's just about me and Andy talking about cars going round in circles on the Grand Prix podcast.
And timing numbers that say boobs.
They do say boobs, yes.
Yes.
And then I shout it, and then I take a screen grab of it saying boobs.
There you go. I think that's already improved immeasurably.
Oh dear.
Brilliant. And that's over in the Rogue 2 Media, yeah?
What is a fucking Blue Beetle, honestly?
What is a Blue Beetle?
Yeah.
It's
Do you really want to know?
That's blue.
No, hang on. Basically, I don't know if I really want to give you the heads up or whether or not.
No, don't give me the heads. No,
I'm just thinking whether or not you should be forewarned.
He's not literally a beetle. He doesn't grow 6 arms.
Okay.
And he's not in a band with John, Paul, and Ringo.
No. He's a
bit cold.
It's basically sort of Temu Iron Man. He gets a little thing that he sticks on him, like a little scarab thing, and it turns into an alien spacesuit.
Okay.
With guns and weapons and all that kind of bollocks.
Cool.
And do you know what? It's rubbish. But we're going to watch it.
You said about The Rock, and I honestly, Darren, I thought you were going to pull out Black Adam.
Oh,
no. Hold on, that's not a name for my No, anyway. Hold on while I whip this out.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It's Blue Beetle's the lowest grossing movie of the DCEU, behind Shazam: Fury of the Gods.
Christ.
So
honestly, this is it's a terrible pile of
dog egg,
generic fucking beige stuff.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll be tackling this for our sins. I mean, we've gone from highbrow, forward-thinking, prescient sci-fi to we tried to make Iron Man with a scarab in a blue costume. Shall we go now?
Yep. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, thank you very much for everyone for listening. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Elton.
No problem. And
thank you, My Chemical Romance.
Yep.
Thank you, Lisa, for filling in the questions. And and fuck you, Darren, for the Blue Beetle, which we will be watching next week. Until then, take care. Tatty bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-da.
I'm going to go outside and chop the fucking fibre cable again.